The Valley Season 2, Episode 5 aired last night. We got to roast it. We got to recap it. So grab a beverage. Hopefully, you're wearing something very comfy. Smash that like, and let's get this party started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I can.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know what happened. Stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture, Joleen Lunzer, here for another roast and recap. No offense, all offense, where we take a look at our favorite television shows, pop culture news, trending topics, reality shows, and we take a comedic look. We roast it and we recap it. We have a good time. Remember, I'm very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have to have the same opinion. You are welcome to sound off in the live chat or the comment section, and we can just respectfully and calmly agree to disagree, like the very zen Tamra Judge from The Real Housewives of Orange County.
That's my opinion!
It's just my opinion. All right. Remember, everything I say today is true except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So don't sue me. Allegedly. However, you're going to have a good time because Lala thinks I'm great.
I heard actually mixed reviews on Joleen.
Oh, Joleen was excellent. What are they saying?
Thank you so much, Lala. Thank you. Hello. Yes, Steven is here. Hello to the lean team. I see you guys. Ellie, Dreadful, Pamela, Kelly, Kat, Katie, Evelyn, Oriel, Brienne, Rosemary, Irene, Mallory, so many of you. Don't forget to smash that like. Let's set a like goal for 100. Can we hit 100 likes? And if we do hit 100 likes, hopefully Ben will come in and tell us who he's blocking. Ben is our resident blocking producer. Last Valley Live, I don't remember who he blocked, but he blocked somebody from the Valley. So we know, I think he's blocked Jax already. He just goes on a social media blocking spree. So let's hit that like goal. If you want to support the channel further, you know the drill. You can join my YouTube membership where you will get exclusive emojis you can use in the chat. You also get bonus content. You also get that bonus content with my Patreon. If my mods don't mind dropping a link for both my YouTube channel membership and my Patreon, that would be so appreciated. It's also in the description of this video. I do have my handy little Venmo here. I saw some of the law tubers who are covering Karen Reed do this, and I thought, oh, that's pretty genius. So thank you to those of you who have hit me up on the Venmo, like Otter. Thank you so much. Evelyn starting us off with the first super chat of the live. Thank you. That's also a good way to support the channel. Clock is right twice a day. Lala was correct. Jolene is excellent. Thank you, Evelyn. A broken clock. Yes. I knew what you meant anyways, but thank you. Brian goes, here's my Valley recap. They all went to a winery, not a winery, like a wine, like a wah winery. So we have so much to talk about. Roast, recap. I obviously have tons of opinions, but I want to hear from you guys. So sound off in the live chat, or if you're watching on the replay crew, hello replay crew. Don't forget to put your disco ball in the comments and sound off and let us know what you think about everything we're talking about, even if your opinion is different than mine. Okay, let's get into it. So it was The Valley Season 2. We're into Season 2. We're 5 episodes in now. Episode 5 aired last night. It was called The Grapes of Wrath. Obviously, I came up with a better title for it, which was, what was my title? It's the title of this stream. I can't even remember what it is. Oh, Dickheads, Drunks, and Ladies Who Lunch. I think that's a better title. Feel free to sound off in the live chat or the comments and put what you think the title of this episode should have been. So it's The Grapes of Wrath, but I dubbed it Dickheads, Drunks, and Ladies Who Lunch. But I would love to hear what you guys think the title of this episode should be, because sometimes these episode titles are very boring. They don't tell us what it's really about. So the description of the episode was the group Santa Barbara retreat continues to unravel, and unravel it does. Emotions escalate between Jesse and Michelle, leading to an explosive argument. Nia is blindsided when Zack tells her that some of the group has been talking behind her back, literally behind her back, while she's right there. All right. Now, I didn't think the Santa Barbara trip, actually, I thought it could get worse, but did you guys think it could get any worse? from seeing Jesse Lawley in his brown, oversized man panties. I didn't think it could get worse for them and Jesse, but it did.
Nothing brightens a dark room like light from a window. Time to open the window. Oh no! Why? Why is this happening?
Surprise!
My eyes are on fire! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Maybe we overdid it a little bit.
Ugh, our eyes are going to be on fire for the rest of our lives when we think about The Valley, Jesse Lawley, and season 2. So, here we are. We're back again. Okay, so we come back, and it's after that night where we saw Jesse's oversized diaper undies, and he's awoken to drink. So they start drinking. And someone on Twitter, I think, clocked it that Mr. Fancy Pants, Jesse Lawley, is literally drinking Monet, whatever it's called, the like cheap champagne that we can all afford. But he is Mr. Fancy, pays allegedly $15,000 for a bottle of wine. And there he is just trashing it up like the rest of us do. Steven, thank you for being a member for 19 months. As Jason's my number one. Now after naming Gaga his hall pass. I know Steven texted me last night and was like, oh my gosh, the fact that Jason has named Lady Gaga as his hall pass. Obviously, Steven, a huge Lady Gaga fan. So that's your number one. Jason won you over. So they're already drinking. Kristen is up. Her boyfriend, soon to be fiance, Luke, is awake, and Luke was doing the dishes, which was nice to see. Kristen was drinking some wine. So let me pull up some pictures here to share with you guys from the episode. So here's Luke in the kitchen, just doing his thing. And they're all drinking champagne. Apparently before they head off to this winery, because Jesse has scheduled a wine tasting, he's already downed 2 bottles of champagne. And Luke's like, I know how to fix a car and fix a lady to get pregnant, fixing her to get pregnant and fixing her overheated engine. So they head off. Jesse is a whole ass embarrassment. All right. What is with these 50-year-old dudes on the Valley acting like they're at a damn frat party? So they're in a Sprinter van, if you will, headed to the winery in Santa Barbara. Jesse is already super lit, and he starts grinding. I think I have a picture of it somewhere here on, the stripper pole thing in these vans, and the whole is just, it's like played out now. It's so cliche, and I know that, the Bravo celebrities are still like, isn't this cool? There's a pole in here, and I'm gonna grind. And we're like, yeah, it's not actually that cool, and we actually don't need you to do that. We can live our whole lives without seeing Jesse shake his little white boy butt on the Sprinter van. I can't find the picture of him, which is probably for the best. So they're all on this van. Jesse's already lit, and then we see, my favorite part was seeing Nia kind of give it to Danny. Because remember, Polly Pocket, aka Danny Bucco, had to leave last night to go to do some voiceover work at Warner Brothers. And she's like, yeah, can you pick something up for me? And we can't hear him on the other side of the phone call, but he's like, I imagine he was like, just throwing a little hissy. And she was like, no, I am your wife. You will not talk to me like that. You will do it. And everyone's like, because, it does appear that Danny and Nia are trying to, kind of be this couple that it's pretty clear they're not. Just this, we got 4 under, we're about to have 4 under 4. We had 3 under 3. And it appears that they're trying to be like this. We're so in love. Are we too? Just can't wait to say I do. Like they're just faking the funk. And I am so sick of Polly Pockets. I'm just so sick of Danny Bucco. I think he's such a dork. I think he's so lame. I think he's such a fake. And I think he's borderline abusive himself. Okay, so the more exposed we see Mr. Polly Pocket, the better for me. The better for me. I've had it with this little man. So whatever he's saying to his wife, who just gave birth to, 3 of his babies, soon to be 4 and 4, so he can go around and go 4 and 4, 3 and 3. I was on iCarly. Like, I don't care. Shout out to those who were fans of iCarly. I'm sure it was a great show. I was too old for it. I don't care, sir. That does not make up for your attitude, you getting drunk and sexually harassing women, let alone the only 2 lesbians we have on the show, or the skinny jeans, or the ripped. No, I'm talking just skinny jeans. I'm talking like super jeggings, okay? I'm not even going to hate on skinny jeans because I'll still wear the skinny jean. But the man is wearing ripped black jeggings like it's 2016, 2017. Sir, wake up. We're in 2025, bro. Even last night on Watch What Happens Live, I'm just like, oh, him and Jesse Lolly, like, what a horrible Watch What Happens Live episode. Those 2 together. Any of the men together, basically, that aren't right now, probably Luke or Jason, are just a bad idea. Right? Yeah, I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? Let me see if I have a picture of that. So I've had it with Polly Pocket. So I love to see Nia put him in his place, girl. Don't let him talk to you any type of way. He should go to the house willingly. You're right there. He acts like, I just got done with this voiceover. And yes, I've done voiceover. Yes, I understand that even me doing this might seem like, she can't be tired. I do get tired. You do get tired. But calm your boner, sir. That's your wife. That is the mother of your children. And we got this dork giving her attitude. All right. Also, on Watch What Happens Live last night, he said, I don't know if Bravo's doing this on purpose, but they're making me love Janet. I don't care. No one's going to make me hate Janet. It's not going to happen right now. When he said, they asked him, who would you least like to be married to? And right away, he's like, Janet. And I'm like, yeah, because that bitch will put you in your place and you deserve that. So he wants passive. He wants someone to make excuses for him. That ain't Janet. So that just makes me like her more. I know you guys, you were like, oh, Joleen, you want me to hate her? But there's too many men to hate on her. So I like her even more now that she has told Jesse, if I was married to you, I'd cheat on you too. And that Danny says she's the person that he would least like to be married to. Right? I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. All right. She gives these dudes shit. And if these toxic, problematic dudes are like, oh no, I don't want Janet, then I'm like, I want Janet. And I want more Janets. Steven says, Jolene is to Janet as I am to Sheena. An apologist. I'm going to be a Janet apologist. I just am. Okay? Because as much as I like Kristen, we have to admit, Kristen does have her moments when she takes up for problematic dudes. I love Kristen, but she has, and she does, and she continues to. All right. So, yeah, I am not going to hate on her as long as this man hates her, then I'm going to love her. Let me love you. Let me love you. Okay. So we get to the winery. Jesse is tray wasted, and he's so annoying. And everyone dresses up. And I really thought Michelle's dress got all the people that I know, Bravo and the fandom, want me to hate. I don't. I also don't hate Michelle. I don't care. I don't hate Michelle. There's too many of these dudes to hate. I thought Michelle's dress was so cute. She looked beautiful. All right. We see Jax is still texting Brittany from the mental health facility. That's clearly not working and didn't work for Jax. We're like, what? Now, Jesse and Michelle have a conversation because he's drunk and controlling and an asshole. And so he wants to talk to her only to call her a prostitute again and tell her that, she's a hooker, just like he put in the chat, the boys chat, where Jason's not included because he has an Android. And she's like, you cannot talk to me like that. I am the mother of your children. And I'm like, give it to him. Yes, Michelle, give it to him. Yeah, give it to him raw. Fuck this dude. Fuck this dude. And when she dropped the, you're getting Venmos from gay dudes, so you're an escort too. Like that makes you. And I was like, oh, yes. Also, I have gotten paid by gay men, so I guess that makes me an escort as well, which is totally fine, which I love and I claim.
We do not care.
I did love that she threw it back in his face, and she was like, "Oh, well, you're getting money too, and you get money from gay men." Now, let the record state, okay, this isn't Judge Joleen, even though it says Judge Joleen. Hear ye, hear ye. The dishonorable Judge Joleen is showing up for work right now. There were rumors that Jax might have done some, like, he had like a sugar daddy, maybe some gay for pay type stuff. Him and Jesse came up together in the modeling. Now, Jesse said, oh no, it's just my friend, someone who came to our wedding. It's not anything, you know, hookery, even though he can just straight call her a hooker and then admit that he made the shit up. Admit that he made the shit up. Horrible, horrible man. And so when she called him out, I loved it. And also, like, he has lost all of our money. This man is bad with money. I agree. I approve that message because I could see that happening. And yes, Zack's response to that was so good. Zack's like, we do not want you. No, the gay community has voted and we voted we don't want you. So I don't know what gay is paying you, but don't come over here to the LGBTQIA plus community. We don't want none of that, okay? Keep your granny panties on your own side of the straight street. We don't want that shit. And Jesse's just drunk like, and what I loved about this episode is that the women came over and they weren't having it. Brittany came over with her scarf on her head for her little headband, and Janet's standing back there, and they had Michelle's back. They were like, first of all, Jesse, you are not going to do, what are you saying to our friend? Brittany is like, no, Brittany's not having it. She's already got a Jesse at home. Well, now in a mental health facility, and his name is Jax. So Brittany was like, I do not have time for this. Bear cheese was not having this. I just love, since we don't always get to see this on our favorite Bravo shows, they don't like to highlight the women coming together to take down a toxic man, but I really enjoyed that they came over and had her back. There's even like, you know, like, look at Brittany. She is ready to fight. Brittany is like a warrior right now. She is like Kentucky warrior princess. Bear Chase, like, she's ready. I was so excited to see this. I was like, fight them. Like, I wanted them to celebrity, you know, death match. Remember that show on MTV? This guy. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Christina says, Kristen's nude body in that flashback. Wowza. And I'm not even Libyan or Lebanese. You don't have to be a lesbian, pan, bi, nothing to appreciate the same gender's body and go, that's a nice body. You do not have to be. But you might be a little Libyan. You might be a little Lebanese. Maybe a little, I don't know. Get your DNA checked. But thank you for the super chat. But I loved this. I was like, yes, get him. Bear tries, get him. Get him. Hit him again. I was like that. Get him. Get him again for me. Hit him. I love to see the women coming together. And I hate that Bravo denies us so many times of the women coming together. But anytime I see it, I like to highlight it on these shows because they always have, all these shows have the bromances. I'm so tired of a bromance. Bromances to me are so boring. Trey Borong. I've seen it, been there, done that, don't care. So when we see the women coming together, it warms my heart.
I'm gonna just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me. Done.
Yes, Pamela, show that douche who's boss. Brian says Jesse belongs in the LGBTQ. Loser guys, broke ass, tighty whitey quest. Oh, good acronym for Jesse. Good acronym. So I could go for some beer cheese too. I'm human. So I was like, hit him. And he's like, and they basically make him take back what he said. It's not really an apology, but they're like, what are you doing to our girl? And I love it. And I love that, you know, the guys really didn't come to his rescue. I think Luke went over there to kind of talk to him, and Luke's like, and Jesse goes, it's going well. And Luke's like, you think this is going well? Also on the way to the winery, they had the Sprinter van like overheated. Poor guy. The poor driver was like, oh. Then Luke comes out, old Colorado comes out, and these LA dudes have no idea. They're like, what is this? An automobile? He was like the guy from 16 Candles. Automobile? Like they had no idea. They were like long duck donging the whole situation. They're like, what? What's going on? And Luke lifts up the hood like, yeah, I think it's the carburetor pepperoni system. Definitely. It's the pepperoni sausage system. It's overheat and needs some jack cheese. We just go back. It can go down a hill, but it can't go up a hill. And I was like, that makes sense. I have no idea what you're saying, but that made sense. And I will tell you, being from Minnesota, there is something very attractive about men who know things about things. Okay. And not things necessarily about loafers. Okay. That's just my preference. I don't want loafer boy. I'll take engine man. All right. If you can check my tire pressure, I can do it too. Of course I can. Do I want to? Not really. I can. But I would rather you do it. Make sure I'm safe. Take care of me. Treat me like a lady. So I had to give one to Luke. Okay. I'm just weary of all the men, but I will give that to Luke. Luke, I will give you that one. That was nice to see how you got out and you helped the man. You know, you're like, hi, what's going on? So, and you're, you know, because that older guy driving, he looked a little like, oh God. And then Jesse, he's just drunk out there trying to hitchhike and people are beeping at him. I think one car tried to hit him with the car, which I didn't, I understood. Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Melissa says, oh my God, celebrity death match. That just ignited nostalgic lover in my heart, right? I'll just think of these things. I have so much, at this point in 2025, nostalgia is kind of what keeps me sane. It's like those good nostalgic moments. So thank you for the super chat, Melissa. So score one for Luke. If we're keeping score, Luke right now is at negative 1,264, but I'll give him one. So now he's at negative whatever I said plus one. Okay. Right, Brian? Luke can fix a car, do the dishes, and has paintings hung in the Louvre. Yes, he does. Because he is Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh is he. So score one for Luke. So I did enjoy that. Then they all had to get Ubers, which I guess, according to the after show, Nia and Nia was fighting with, well, I guess that's when they were on their way back, they got an Uber too. And Nia and Polly Pocket were fighting in the back. And I was like, Polly Pocket and Nia, just tell the truth. I understand. Like, I know that Nia, she's got 4 kids by him. It must be très difficile. But at this point, we all know it's going to be difficult to be married to that man. All right. So meanwhile, they're at the wine tasting. The people who own the vineyard are there. And they're like, this is a nice Sauvignon Blanc. And they're trying to explain their wonderful wines. And everyone's just like, let's get drunk. And they're doing their notes. Jesse's being pretentious. And that's not how you do it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're on the cast of The Valley. Like, they want beer, cheese, and Coors Light. And to take shots. They don't care about expensive wine. However, they did seem to like the red wine. Then Danny comes. Little Polly Pocket shows up, and I'm like, oh, great. I was loving Danny not being there. I'm such a Danny hater. I'm the president of the Danny hater club at this point. I like Nia, obviously, but Danny, I'm going to put him in my pocket and pat it a couple times, if you know what I mean. Okay, I want to put him in my pocket, forget about it, and put him through the wash cycle and the dryer. I am a proud Danny, aka Polly Pocket hater. So Jesse's drunk, being pretentious, being a dick, calling the mother of his child a prostitute and a hooker, while we find out that he is receiving money from gay men, but not for escorting, just for we don't know. Okay. Then here comes Danny. Daddy. He's always like, like, you're not my daddy. You're not their daddy. You are a daddy, to little kids. I think it is creepy as fuck when grown men who have children call themselves daddy to other people, adults or other children, God forbid, who aren't theirs. Like, dad, stop. So he's done with his big voiceover job. He's like, I got to catch up. And I'm thinking, no, you don't. We just found out last season that you were sexually harassing the lesbians. You don't need to catch up, sir. You should be sober, Rover. You should be sober. So he starts chugging wine, and you can tell Nia's just like, ugh. You know, she smiles at him when he's doing what he thinks is his funny little, this is how you try the wines. And he's like gargling it. And Zack, who also is slowly becoming so tolerable to me, don't tell Ben, is just like, ugh, ew. I love Zack. I love Jasmine's disdain now for this man, for Polly Pocket Danny. I love it. And she has every right to be. He not only sexually harassed you, but he also sexually harassed her fiance. Okay. And grabbed her ass. Like, what? That's assault, brother. So they're all like, and he is just go, drinking. And it's so gross. Like, bro, this isn't your 20s. This isn't your 30s. You're well into your 40s, if not 50s, possibly 60s, like Tom Sandoval. You got to slow it down. You're sloppy. Let's just say it. Danny's a drunk. Polly Pocket is a drunk. Mm-hmm. And as a drunk myself, I calls him like I sees him. This man has a problem. He behaves atrociously under the influence. And it looks like his goal is just to get to drunk. Just get there as quick as he can. And we see this later. So they have this big blow up, you know, and then Danny, and then they're in the Sprinter van, or they're in the Ubers, like time to go. And Danny's going around the table, still drinking wine. I guarantee he's that guy at the end of the night who will just pick up any random glass and drink it because it has alcohol in it. That's either you're in high school or you're an adult alcoholic. Like, those are the two things, possibly a little college. All right. He's the guy that picks up the beer cans around the party, still drinking after everyone's went home. It's a new day. It's a new life. People are recovering, and he's still drinking, and he's drinking anybody who left a beer can, and he ends up drinking the can that has the cigarette butts in it, but that doesn't stop him. That does not stop him. He would dig that shit out of the trash. Thank you. Araceli says, as a drunk in recovery, I second that, right? Like, hello, I see you. We see each other. Get some help. Because this isn't fun anymore. Like, I think some of the cast wants to treat Danny's drunkenness like, oh, everybody drinks. Nope. Yes, everyone drinks, but not everyone drinks like him. He is doing things that harm others. He's also a father now and a husband, and he's got 4 under 4. And he needs to set a better example, and he needs to get it together. Do you want to party, or do you want to be a poppy? Which one? Because you can't be both, sir. I think I have one of him, I think, drinking the wine too. It's just so annoying. We got the ladies. I already showed that one. He's like, Daddy's here. I'm like, ew, gross, barf, hate it. I hate that for me. I hate that for everyone. He's just drinking everything. And poor Nia is just thinking, oh, Lordy, come on, Danny. Like, you've literally sexually harassed 2 of the women in the friend group. And assaulted, well, I mean, you assaulted one of them. You're grabbing her ass. So no, fun, drunk Danny no longer exists. It's now troublesome Danny. We're not safe while this predator is on the loose drinking because he can't control his hands. Nasty. Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Melissa says, I vote for celebrity deathmatch, but with modern day Bravo people. Claymation Ariana shoves wooden dink flute into Tom. Not into Tom. Through his heart, like a vampire slayer. But I think you want it in a different place. Oh my gosh. Right? So ew. Amberlina. Thank you so much, Melissa. Amberlina, right? These men are black. Ew, gross. No, thank you. Evelyn says, Danny the kind of made a fool of himself on the Big Bear trip. Yeah. You would think he wouldn't be doing this again. No, here we are. Here we are. And he is making light of it. And I feel like other people are helping him make light of it, and he shouldn't. Because now you are infringing upon other people's like safety rights, like how much fun they can have. Because now the ladies all have to be like, I don't want to be near Danny. We don't know what you're capable of because you've already shown us that you're not a safe person. Like, it's freaking creepy. And an LA actor. I mean, come on now, right, Oriole? Danny is a whole ass clown. He's a clown. So then we go back to the house and they're going to have this nice dinner and they have the chef there. Chef Boyardee is just like cooking up some stuff. He's like, you want some duck? And I'm like, gross. No, I am not a fan of the duck. I'm sure it's delicious, but all I can think of DuckTales, woo woo. And I love DuckTales. And I think of Scrooge McDuck jumping in all those coins. And I can't eat Huey, Dewey, and Louie or even Scrooge McDuck. Or Daisy Duck, or Darkwing Duck, or the Mighty Ducks. Like, I have too many close attachments with ducks that I'm not eating duck. I'm sure I've tried it before. Maybe. Like I said, I drank a lot. But just like Danny, I don't remember. But it sounded gross. But Danny, he's not worried about spending this weekend, this time with his friends and with his wife. He's worried about getting drunk. And he keeps saying, I got to catch up. Who says you have to catch up if you're literally not at high school or a college party? Only drunks say that. Only alcoholics say that shit. Nobody else said, I got to catch up. Catch up? Sir, you are 50. Stop it. So Janet is in her room. Apparently Janet's room in the house. Was it Janet's room? I know it was Janet. Is like, you have to walk through the pantry to get there. So this Polly Pocket was like, I wanted to go get a White Claw. Apparently he wanted to get a White Claw, which he did because the refrigerator with the White Claws are in there. He drank a White Claw while he was in there. But Janet saw him. You see him in the episode go into the pantry, shut the door, and then apparently he was chugging tequila from the bottle. Sir, you are embarrassing. You are so embarrassing. Again, this isn't like fun, everybody's drinking. This is, I might sexually assault you when I'm drunk. Danny Polly Pocket Bucco. So Janet sees this and she's uncomfortable because she's like, oh God, he's like drinking from the bottle, like hiding it. She said he was like on, hunched down like Gollum, like my precious, like he's Lord of the Rings, like protecting his tequila. Also, hello, other people might want to drink that or make margaritas with it. And now you got your nasty, soupy, drunken, wine breath, mucus self all over the bottle. Go find your wife. Go rub her back. Go check her vagina. See if it's okay. She had 3 kids in 3 years, and now we're about to have a 4th. Like, go give her a treat. Do all the nice things for her. But instead, he's like going to sneak drinks. And when I watch the after show and when I watch What Happens Live, he's trying to play this off. And I see Nia doing it and I see Kristen doing it. Like, I mean, we all do that. No, we don't all sexually harass and assault people when we're under the influence. We don't all do that. Especially there are friends and our friends who are there. Melissa and Jasmine. We don't all attack lesbians when we are intoxicated. Ugh. Right? It was gross. So gross. So he's in there just like, then he passes out. Now, when I heard him on Watch What Happens Live, when he said he chugged or when he drank a White Claw, he didn't say chug, but he must have chugged it in the pantry as everyone's like getting ready for dinner, about to sit down for dinner. He could have freshened up. He could have, cuddled with his wife. He could have read her a damn sonnet, but instead he's over there like, like that's your priority is liquor, bro. And he's hiding and like drinking it. And then he passes out in like a cuddle position like this with his shoes on the bed. His shoes are on the bed. I can't with this dude. He's with his pointy-toed boots. As if that wasn't bad enough. That he's wearing pointy-toed boots. He's also putting them on the bed and he's drunk.
Gag me with a spoon.
Gag me with a spoon. Okay. Some might say, Jolene, you're being too critical of Danny. I'm not.
Oh, she thinks I'm too critical. That's another fault of hers.
It's just another fault of his to think I'm being too critical. So Nia goes in there, lays on him, like, come on, time for dinner, get up. And he's like, he's snoring, sawing logs, you know, just sleep apnea, drunken sleep apnea happening, dreaming about, you know, accosting lesbians while under the influence. And she's like, come on. She tries really hard to get him up. Yeah, let's go. And he's like, she's like, okay, I guess you're going to sleep. So Nia goes out to dinner and they all have this dinner outside and they're served duck and corn chowder. The corn chowder did look very, very good. And right away, Jasmine and company, not having it. Not having it. They're like, where's Danny? Nia's like, oh, he's like really tired because he worked so hard and he drove. What is Santa Barbara, like 2 hours from LA? Ooh, not 2 hours. What? Give me a break. I drive from Palm Springs to Santa Barbara. Now that's 4, almost 5 hours. Oh, yeah, he's just so tired. Just catching up on his sleep. It's like, no, he is drunkenly blacked out, passed out, donezo. Janet saw him in the pantry hiding. He's hiding drinking. He knows it's a problem. That if other people saw him doing that. Now on the after show, or was it Watch What Happens Live? One of the two. He was saying, well, I don't know who I can trust. Who you can trust with your alcoholism? What are you talking about? Who you can trust? So you have to go hide and drink. If you are hiding and drinking, it's a problem, bro. Wake up and smell the lifts in your shoes. It is a problem. It is a problem. So Jasmine's already, and anyone I saw some people on social media like, oh my God, Jasmine's giving Karen energy. No, she's giving energy of a woman who has been on the receiving end of his sexual harassment while he's under the influence. And also, did you see when Jasmine brought it up, her and Melissa, he was pissed that they brought it up. He thought, oh, they were just going to like forget about it. You're not going to talk about it on the show. No, we're going to talk about it because you're too old to be doing this. No one should be doing that, but you're definitely too old to be doing this. And now you're a father and a husband. Leave the lesbians alone. Leave all women alone. Again, go get drunk and touch yourself. Why don't you go touch your own balls? Go grab your own leg and say, give daddy a drink. Like, gross. You're telling your friends, your girlfriends can't feel safe around you. They can't have a good time. So that's why I don't understand. People on social media are like, why are you protecting Danny and Danny's drinking and drunken predator behavior and not understanding that this woman, he did shit to her and her fiance. Of course she doesn't want him around. I would be like, you need to fire this bitch because I am not showing up watching him and his jeggings get drunk, grab my leg, say, telling me to go get him a drink, and then grab my fiance's ass. Like, that's not happening. Some people are like, oh, she's giving care. No, she's giving, I know what you're capable of, and I'm going to call you out, and I'm not going to let other people sweep it under the rug. Because I guarantee you there's more to this. There is more to this. He's done this more times. There are other stories that will come out the longer he is on television. Gross, gross. No Sankey. We have given passes to too many Bravo men, and look what happens. Season after season, they get worse and worse and worse, and all of a sudden, we're jaxing. We are jaxing. So you get no excuses, no sympathy from me, dog. You're done. And I don't blame Jasmine one bit. The only thing I will say is I wish they would have said this right to Nia's face rather than behind her back when they were talking about why can't we just say he's drunk? It also sucks for Nia that she has to answer for Danny, for Polly Pocket, because Nia's not the one getting drunk and sexually harassing people. That's Danny, making people feel uncomfortable. Right? Michelle says Jasmine's giving powerful ultra woman, not Karen. Brian says, after 3 Pinot Grigios, Polly Pocket leads with, half a Pinot Grigio. He's like, I was the hot guy in iCarly. Well, not anymore. Now you're the drunk on the valley who touches women without their consent. That's who you are. Right? I'm glad Jasmine brought it up. It shouldn't be hidden. We should know all of this information. Everyone should know this information so that women are safe. If you see this man out and he is drinking, you're not safe. Because he now has a record of not a record like he was, arrested, but he has a pattern of doing this stuff to women, and women he's close to. So imagine what he'd do to just some random chick he doesn't know. Michelle says Nia tucked him in with corners, or like how you mega tuck a toddler. Well, did you notice like she even has to talk to him like a toddler when they were in the Sprinter van? She was like, "No, you will not do that. You will not." Yeah, Mallory says Danny hiding in the closet to drink is not good. That's not good. If you don't have a problem, you have your drinks out in the open. So I do wish that they would have said this to Nia right there at the table instead of kind of behind her back. But here we are. Now let's talk about, again, Luke. Right when Luke was on my good list, then they're playing Kristen didn't have to do much this episode. Kristen was just chilling. When she said, "I haven't talked in 2 hours," that was true. Everyone else was doing a lot of talking. So Kristen's like, all this yelling, I had to take a Valium. I'm thinking, dang, Valium and liquor, be careful, girl. Be careful. But she says, let's play who's your hall pass? And Luke said, The Little Fucking Mermaid. And I was like,
Dude, I caught you naked in the bed the day you went to rehab.
The Little Mermaid? And we know Disney's pervs. We know Disney puts lots of stuff for adults allegedly in their movies and stuff. But he said, they're talking about, that's a cartoon. That's a cartoon from the 90s. This is not a real. This is for children. I love The Little Mermaid. You ruined The Little Mermaid. Because she doesn't have lady parts. She doesn't have like she's a drawing, bro. She's in, oh God. I was like, oh no, Luke. You're going to end up on a registry with that kind of stuff. You are going to end up, and she's very young. Now, when he was talking about on the after show, someone else, Danny, obviously. Danny said his crush. Polly Pocket said his crush was The Little Mermaid too. I mean, it's a little creepy, right? It's a little creepy. She's 16. Oh my God. Throw them all in the trash. Luke said, I was looking out in the ocean and I just thought, Little Mermaid. He was like, He's like, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think that my boner's complete? Wouldn't you think that I get a boner for Ariel? No, stop it. When you look like this, the picture I have up of Luke, then you can, no, even that guy's too old. He's too old too. I forgot his name from Rudolph. What is his name again, you guys? Luke Van No. Mallory coming in with the comment. Yeah, Luke Van No. You can't be, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is the bikini top, bro. Yeah, Danny co-signed the Ariel crush. She was 16, like predators. Cornelius, yes, Yukon Cornelius. You guys are so smart. Thank you, Silly Goose and Amberlina. Now I got to take away a point. So we're back to, what was my original? Negative 2,674 or something. Michelle says, Luke catching a case because he is focused on fish sex. He's like that South Park episode, do you like fish dicks? With Kanye. Didn't he talk last season about liking being near the ocean and wanting his fishing pole? Now we know why he likes fishing so much. He literally thinks he's going to find the freaking Little Mermaid. Okay, thank you, Amberlina. 1,753. Negative. That's how many points. So put it right back. No, what? Care Bears. What is going on here? Care Bears says Danny's dad and grandfather church covered up some allegations. More details, please. Can you send that to me? I would like to dig into, now that I'm, a regular Judge Joleen crimey. I would like to look into that. What's going on? What's going on with this stuff, Care Bears? Feel free to send it to me. Because they are hiding behind that. We go to church. Well, you also prey on women when you're drunk. So I don't know. Brian says they gave Luke 3 takes, and his answers were Eleanor Roosevelt, the Statue of Liberty, the Little Mermaid. The producers were like, well, we'll go with 3 because the producers are trash too. Clearly, you would go with Eleanor Roosevelt, who's a babe of all babes. Yes, spill the tea, Care Bear. Google it. What do I have to Google exactly? Just wait. Danny Zuko's grandfather's church. Is that what I'm Googling? His family owns it. Well, that explains. His family owns their own church. There you go. There you go. The proof. That's all we needed to know.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
What in the Mary Cosby is going on? Three Rivers. I'll have to look into that. It's pretty sus. I'm going to star your comment, Care Bears, to look into it. He's Joel Olsen. Case closed. Case closed, Danny. Oh my. There's just something that just comes from the start with Danny Polly Pocket. It came off so fake. So again, poor Nia has to, take up for this man. And let's talk about some of the other hall passes. Well, Nia says, we don't, I was like, Nia, come on, girl. She's like, we don't talk about that because we're actually friends with celebrities and we know them, so we could see them. And I'm thinking, okay, everyone at that table lives in LA and everyone is friends with celebrities. I mean, Brittany is friends with Lance Bass. Kristen has celebrity friends. So it was a little too much Nia was doing there with, we're actually friends with celebrities. Yeah, so are a lot of people who live in LA. Like, it's not a flex at the table. But okay. So, and I guarantee that I think they called him out too on Watch What Happens Live or the F Show. I can't remember because I watch them all and then I'm like, who said what? That it seemed more like Danny doesn't want them to play that game than Nia can't play the game. I feel like I get it. If you don't want to do that or say that or even put those ideas in your head, that's fine. But Polly Pocket strikes me as the type of guy that's so insecure that he can't even have his wife say anything about any other guy without feeling inferior and horrible. Of course, I remember the fish room from Dorinda's house. It's iconic. With the shark on the wall. Oh my gosh. It does seem that way, Bonnie, that they're giving trad couple, like, very much. It's giving that. And Nia is just too good for all that. She does not need to do all that. He needs to realize that he married up and he needs to act like it. Act appropriately, sir. Okay? Because those jeggings, those ripped jeggings, no, we're not doing that. Or else, why do I feel? I don't know. Because it's like, it's giving Danny is very insecure. And maybe Nia, she knows that. I just think that he's like closet abusive. That's just my little take. Yeah, married way up. So she's like, we can't. And then they're like, what about some guy? Who is the guy that they, I wanted to remember his name, but there's a guy from Outlander, Highlander, Bylander, Panlander, Gaylander, whatever, Lesbian Lander. I don't know what the show is. Is it Highlander? It's who Jesse dressed up as, or not Jesse, Polly Pocket dressed up as him last year in Big Bear. Jamie Frazier. I gotta look this guy up. And she's like, oh yeah, Jamie Frazier. Yeah, like he made her smile. Jamie Frazier, Highlander. Oh yeah. Of course I spelled his name wrong. What? Wait, let me look. I'm like, Jamie Frazier, Highlander? Images. Okay. 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 Jamie. Okay. All right. She okay. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting. Is it this guy? I mean, he's a cutie, but I just wasn't expecting this guy. Here, let me. Again, he is, dressed like he's on Braveheart, but okay, let me grab this picture. I don't know what I was expecting. Is it this guy? I mean, there's some. Okay. All right, Jolene. Calm down. Where did he go? Where? Oh, there he is. Let me show you guys. If you guys are like me and like, I didn't watch that show. I don't know what that man looks like. I don't know who that man is. It's this man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course. I don't know. I'm thrown off because I just wasn't expecting him. I guess given her current husband, like you could probably get him, Nia. Like you realize that, right? Like, is he gay? Is he married? Like, what? Is there any roadblocks to this? I want to hook her up with him. Jamie Fraser, relationship. We're just Googling for Nia, trying to set her up. Oh no. Is that his name on the show or is that his real name? What's this actor's real name? Who plays? See, I thought that was his real name. Jamie Fraser. This is doing some real-time Googling. Oh, Sam Heughan. Oh, yeah, he's cute. I was just, I don't know, maybe this guy was like, okay. Sam, okay, let's see. Let me check out his IMDb or his Wikipedia, maybe. Tell us if Heughan. Oh, yeah, he's cute. He's cute. Oh, he's my age. Is he married? It doesn't say he's married. Born April 30th, so he just turned 45, 1980. He's an actor, producer, personal. Oh yeah, he is a cutie. Personal life, he just lives in Scotland. You just have to move to Scotland. Unless he's gay, you're in, girl. Like even if he's gay, he might still marry you. So yeah, you could totally get him. Oh, you guys are making me want to watch. Natterpuss says, Jolene, his character in the series is steamy good. Not steamy good. So Nia, you could totally, like, he would probably love to be with you. He looks like a great dad too, and he looks like the type of guy that won't get drunk and sexually assault your friends. And with the Scottish accent, let's get it. Let's get it. Brian says Polly Pocket would have to have two guys on their shoulder with Polly on top in a trench coat to equal one Sam Human. Right? Yeah, apparently I missed out on this whole show and fan base and stuff. And yeah, once I looked him up, I was like, oh yeah, he's cute. But I was just surprised because like she's with Danny. So yeah. All right. Well, Nia, there's still time. Okay. I hate to break up a happy family. Luckily, I don't think this is a happy family, but God bless. I hope your husband gets well soon. All right. Kristen, did Kristen say who her hall pass was? They only shared a couple. Zack says Channing Tatum, which I think is so boring. No offense, all offense to Channing Tatum, but I think that's so boring. Is anyone else's hall pass Channing Tatum? Because it's just, it's so boring. I don't understand the hype with Channing Tatum. I know he's attractive. I know he is. I have eyes, but I just don't understand. Everyone's like, oh my God, Channing Tatum. But subjective, to each his own, you know? Don't be so judgmental, Jolene. Objection. You're being very judgmental. Sustained. I am. Silly Goose says Channing Tatum is cross-eyed. Well, that makes me like him now. Channing Tatum ain't that cute. He was just in Magic Mike. That's all I got. And I never saw Magic Mike. So maybe that's where I missed out. I just don't get it. Well, Lenny Kravitz is way hotter than Channing Tatum. No offense, all offense, but also creepy because Channing Tatum dated Lenny Kravitz's daughter, Zoe, for a period of time, right? Max says, mine is Henry Cavill. How come I can't picture Henry? Henry Cavill. Oh, yeah. He's double Man of Steel. Isn't there a new Man of Steel coming out? Is he in the new one coming out? Well, yeah, you love Superman. That makes sense. Tom Hardy, I mean, yeah, he's pretty cute. You guys, I didn't know we had so many Outlander fans. You guys are making me want to watch this. Is it like Braveheart? What's this shit about? It's just like gentleman Scottish dude. Scottish. You always had a crush on that guy from Dodgeball? Ben Stiller? Vince Vaughn? Oh, yeah, Charlie. I saw Charlie. I was hiking Runyon. Speaking of Runyon, they were talking about Michelle hiking Runyon. Me and my husband, Chell, were hiking Runyon, and we went like the longer way. We went through the back. It was a way we normally didn't take, and all of a sudden we're just walking, and it's hot, and I'm super sweaty, and I look up as someone's like walking toward us. I'm like, oh my God, it's Sons of Anarchy. Oh my God. I was like, was gorgeous. And I was trying to explain it to Chell. And he's like, who? You know, Chell, he never knew who anyone was. Chell was just like, my husband Chell's like, who? And I'm like, Sons of Anarchy. His name is like Jax, right? In Sons of Anarchy. Jaxtaylor. Definitely not to be confused with Jaxtaylor. And he was one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen close up. Like, gorgeous. You know who else was really beautiful? I saw him walking by the Venice canals. What was his name? He was in a detective show. And I was like, oh my God, like I would be like, Chell, look. You know, because there were certain people you'd see, you're like, oh my God. And Chell never knew who the hell I was talking about. Who we saw. And I tried to explain it to him. And I'm like, remember he was on House of Cards and he was the Republican, I think, candidate. What is his name? Oh, Will Conway. He played the governor of New York and was the Republican Party nominee for the president in the 2016 election on House of Cards. He also was in a good show that me and Chell watched, and he still didn't know who he was. It was like a detective show. Let me look up detective. We're doing a lot of Googling today, guys. This is fun for me. Hopefully it's fun for you. What the hell show was he in? Now I'm on his IMDb looking for it. Not Forensic Files. You guys know what I'm talking about? It had that redhead lady in it. I'm gonna look at the chat. You guys probably get it before I will. Do you know who I'm talking? Let me show you. Yeah, he's so handsome. Let me show you guys him. And he was up close. Like, you know, some people, you're like, okay. I mean, we met Justin Bieber at the Froyo place. And I asked him for a picture because it's Justin Bieber and it was like midnight or 1 a.m. And I'm with a bunch of dudes who were like too afraid to ask. So we got a picture. But he was so little and young. The Killing. Oh my God. Yes, The Killing, which was such a good show. Thank you for remembering that show. If you guys haven't seen that, it's very good. There's 4 seasons. It came out in 2011. And he is in that show. And in the show, like, you're like, oh, okay, yeah. You know, he's got a little like Eminem vibes, I guess. But in real life, he's beautiful. No offense to Eminem. No offense, all offense. But yeah, it's like a detective drama show, and it's really good. But the new Superman is David Cornsweet. Oh, the guy who was in The Projectionist in Pearl. Oh, The Projectionist in Pearl? Oh, I remember that guy. The trailer dropped this morning. Oh, I remember that. I remember Pearl. That was a movie. Yes, Joel. You guys are so smart. You guys are so smart. Joel. Did I think of the wrong guy? Oh, I'm confusing two dudes. I'm confusing two dudes. Some of these white dudes get me real confused. That's a different man, Joleen. Okay. Wait. Now I'm confused myself. I'm confusing no wonder I couldn't find his him in the show because it's the wrong man. Joleen, get your shit together. Where's Will Conway? Was that his character? That's the same. I'm confused. Will Conway was his character on House of Cards. Are they two-step? I'm confused. I've confused myself now. Okay. Let me look that up. Okay, Joel Kinnaman. Did Joel Kinnaman in House of Cards? Yeah, same person. Okay. All right. I just confused myself. He's the same man, but I was using one of his characters' names. I'm so sorry to go off on these tangents that probably don't make any sense. Or maybe they do. But so he was in both The Killing, unless I still have it wrong. Oh my God. See, he was so attractive that I get confused. I got so confused. I'll show you him in House of Cards. He was like a cleaned up version, like a buffed, cleaned up version. There. And then in The Killing, he looks a little more Eminem-y. Joel. So sorry, guys. Sorry. You're probably like, who the frick is Joleen talking about? Who is she talking about? You know what, Amberlina? Kendrick Lamar is a short king. Like, he's pretty cute. Mm-hmm. He's been in so many things. How could I forget? All right. Now that we all have our lady boners. So yeah, when you're like Channing Tatum, like, but there's so many other opportunities. But again, I have a crush on John Quinones from What Would You Do? So people will question my judgment, which I don't understand because John Quinones is very reputable, responsible, has a great retirement package, I'm sure. With maybe another package. I don't know. He's very nice, unless some secret crap comes out about him. But yeah, that's like my, I'm always like, John Quinones. He's so cute. He's so elderly. And then I think it was Mims or Busy Blue. I was talking to them once about it, and they were like, that's just Chell when he gets older. I'm like, probably. It probably is. Just Chell when he gets older. And that's why I like him. Hype my husband Chell. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's in the RoboCop remake? I didn't see it. Right? Might have a good cojones package. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That equals hot to me. All right? That equals hot to me. Kind and can take care of me? Okay. When I'm elderly? Okay. We're here. I like this actor. He is super famous in Sweden, so I got you. Okay. You guys know what I'm talking about. But Joel, yeah, he's a cutie patootie. So basically what I'm saying, Nia, is you don't have to settle. You're still very young. I know you're about to have 4 under 4, and that's fine. But, you know, there's still time. You can go other places with other people. So everyone's getting, or half the table is getting irritated with how Nia is handling this Danny fell asleep situation rather than Danny passed out, blacked out, drunk. And now Brittany's getting in her feelings because she's like, I share everything about my family. I share everything. But you can't just say that your husband is blacked out. So they feel as though this is something that has been building, that they feel as though Nia and Danny have been hiding their real issues. And when you're on a reality show, you got to show that shit. You really do. And Brittany's already under stress. And then you got this guy, Danny, who it's not just like he's just drunk. He's drunk and, behaving disgustingly and making people in your friend group, other women, not feel safe. So I don't blame them. Nia's like, I'm chilly. I'm going to go in the sauna for a little bit. And she's got a blanket on. And Zack tells her, if you disappear, you go lay down, I'm going to drag you out if you go lay down with Danny. So she goes to check on Danny. And this part pissed me off too, because Danny is such a dick. So she goes in there to be like, hi, baby. And he's like, he's just drunk. And she's like, oh, you're awake. And he goes, why didn't you wake me up? She's like, I tried. Nia, like he's ready to reprimand her. He's drunk and passed out in his shoes in their bed and missed dinner because of it. And he's like, you're supposed to wait. She's like, she literally laid on you, bro. Like she tried to wake your drunken ass up, but you decided that alcohol, and chugging tequila in the pantry was more important than having dinner with your friends and your wife. And he tried to blame her. And I was like, this man is dead to me. I am in the Danny Haters Club. Put it in the chat if anyone else wants to join me. You don't have to in the Danny Haters Club, but I am president. Let me know if you want to, we can vote for vice president of the Danny Haters Club, because I am ready to get this thing going. I'm ready to make t-shirts. I am ready to put this on blast. I'm ready to get organized with my hateration. When he tried to then go, Nia, you're supposed to wake. Sir, you were snoring, you're drunk, and you're passed out. Okay, we got Silly Goose in. Krista wants to be the secretary. You're in. Cammie, I'll join. All right. I am really Rosemary a Danny hater. Like, for real, for real. I'll admit it. I'll admit when I'm on my hate train now. I'm drinking all the hateration. I don't know if Ben's here, but if Ben hasn't, it's time to, we'll see. Let's see where we're at with likes, and hopefully he can block Danny Bucco. Danny's gonna have to do a lot to win me as a fan. I'll tell you that. We have 127 likes. If we get 200 likes, I think I'm just saying that Ben will block Danny Polly Pocket. A lot of you are in with me. I thought I was going to be alone, because I understand what it's like to have like soft feelings for someone you loved in a show. So if you were a big iCarly fan, I totally get it, that you're like, but I really like, because I'm like a big Buffy fan, So when people are like, oh, I don't like this person or that person, I'm like, but they were in Buffy. So I get that you might have a little bit of soft feelings. DM Ben and tell him. Brienne, I mean, pretty much says, I hate all those men except Luke, Jason, and Brock is all right, I think. We'll see. Brock was not all right on the last season of Vanderpump, but I get what you're saying. Brienne. Polly Pocket is bad news. So he's there like reprimanding her, and I'm like, ugh, gross, ew. And then he passes out again. And that is when Zack comes in. He's like, girl, come here. Zack gets his revenge. Because Brittany told on him for what he said about Janet. And Zack's like, I gotta tell you, girl, we gotta talk. And Nia's like, what? Like, what? And they're talking behind your back about how you're not saying like Danny's like drunk and not just sleeping. She's like, what? So then they head over to Janet's room or Brittany's room, wherever the hell it is. And they're over there. Jasmine's there. Brittany's there. They're already talking shit, because they're fed up with this dude. They feel like, she's faking the funk. Nia is. And then Nia's like, let me listen for a minute. And then here comes Janet. This is where I will deduct 1 point from Janet. We had her spying, and then Janet walked in too soon. Give her a minute to hear a couple things before walking in. Jen just walks right in. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. And Nia's like, what? What's going on? And Brittany's like, I share so much about my life and Jax. He's such an asshole. I hate him. And you can't even admit that your husband is drunk and passed out. Like, I hate this. And she's like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? And they just end pretty much arguing about this. And I hate that Nia has to be the representative for Polly Pocket's bad behavior. But here we are. And some people are saying, she might enable him. Yeah, because she thinks like, I need to protect my husband. I need to stand up for him. Wanda says Brock is borderline grifting and Sheena side. Everybody says Brock is ugh. Yeah, I agree. Jasmine was fully justified. Brittany sounded absurd at this point. I feel like Brittany is she's very stressed. This is the part of Brittany, I think, where Jax has rubbed off on her a little bit. She's with him long enough where she's like, what have you done? It's like, girl, you guys were hiding or thinking you were hiding Jack's coke stuff. You guys were faking the funk about your relationship. You've all done it. Everyone's done it. I think the only person that hasn't faked the funk is probably Kristen. She's the only one who's lived as herself 24/7 on that show. She's like, yeah, this is who I am. This is what I do. The only thing she ever tried to hide, I think, is having sex with Jax, but wouldn't everybody try to hide that? So I think Brittany is I think she's I have to be a little softer on Brittany than I normally would be because of what she's going through with Jax and all the things that we know now that have come out and all his crazy text messages and the fact that he's, last episode, we just saw him saying that I have my friends watching you, and he's watching the cameras from his, behavioral health place where he's on his phone all the time. And he's just texting her all this mean shit and how controlling, and he just wants control of her, which is very similar to Jesse still wanting control of Michelle, even though pretending that he's like happy and moved on with this new lady who wants to do C&Ds on the cast. And Jack's blaming Brittany. I'll never forgive you. Destroyed the only thing I love doing, being on reality TV, doing coke, being on reality TV, and having sex with other women. Ugh. God, I hate Jax. I just don't want him to come back ever. So I'll give Danny Polly Pocket one thing. I dislike Jax more than him. I will say that. I learned that too today. Brian says, fun fact today, I learned that Zack Wickham was Nicole Scherzinger's from Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was Hot Like Me. I hate that song. I hate it. Back in the day, we were all like, yeah. But then you start to think about the lyrics and you're like, ew. Ew. I'm sure a lot of my boyfriends wished I was hot like you, Nicole Scherzinger, but you don't gotta rub that shit in. Okay, be a girl's girl. Don't you wish your girlfriend was raw? What do you mean raw? What do you mean raw? I think that song was out when I was in my 20s. I was trying to understand it. I was like, I gotta be hotter. I gotta be raw. Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak? I was like, what do I gotta do? Okay. I take off my t-shirt sometimes. Like, what do I have to do, Tom Sandoval and T-shirt sex? What do I got to do? But yes, apparently Zack from the Valley grew up, obviously, in Kentucky, like Brittany, and Nicole Scherzinger's sister was best friends with him. So when he moved to LA, he became her assistant. So raw, authentic, but also, yeah, I thought it was raw dog, condomless. Okay, you guys are like really getting me to want to turn on Outlander. Is it Highlander or Outlander? I think I kept saying Highlander. Who the fuck's in Highlander? I'm confusing myself. This is what happens. Highlander. That was a movie. What? Now I'm confused. Highlander is also part of the Toyota family. Highlander actor. Oh, them dudes is old. 1986. Damn, that was a year before the Minnesota Twins won the World Series. That is a long time ago. See, I think that's who I thought she was talking about originally, was this guy. And it clearly wasn't. Let me show you guys. Highlander had Sean Connery. Sean Connery. I haven't ever seen Bridgerton. Well, I think I watched one episode of Bridgerton one time in Downton Abbey. Like, I wish I was like that person that was like, yes, I want to be the cute, like, Bridgerton watching person, but I just lack class and taste, I guess. So I thought she was going to say this guy. I thought it was this guy, the Highlander guy. Or a Toyota Highlander, which is also very attractive and totally effable, allegedly. Okay. So, yeah, I want to be that person that's like, but I like The Crown. That's not a period time show. I did used to watch that show, My First Period, I think it was called. It was like satire. There was like one season of it, and it was hilarious. It was back in the day buffet. Very satirical, like Strangers with Candy type satire. So funny. Irene says, nah, nothing classy or ladylike about me. And I love Downton. Well, maybe you just have better taste than me. Because I really wanted to get into Bridgerton because everyone was like, oh my God, Bridgerton. I think I watched an episode. I was like, okay. And then I just fell off. Like, no one was yelling or was murdered fast enough. Like, no one was yelling and no one was murdered. So I was like, I don't know if I'm into this. Yes, there was a TV show in the 90s called Highlander. And that had that one guy in it, right? Highlander. We've went on so many TV shows. Oh, yes, I thought it was this guy. I've thought of this man before. Not anything sassy, but I wish it was this guy. I wish it was this guy. Wait, oh no. No, I don't want that. Ew. Stop. Okay, I'll just take a screenshot of him. I wish. No, because this guy looks a little more like Danny. Kinda. You know what I'm saying? Here, let me show you. The guy from the Highland TV show. So I was expecting maybe a little more this. Right? It looks more Danny-ish. No offense to this man. I'm confused. So it's Outlander, right, you guys? All right. All still better than Danny. Hands down better than Danny. So Brittany is just like, I don't share so much. Bear chase. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we go. It's okay, Britt. All right. Then I did some audio from the after show because I didn't like the way they were talking about Danny's behavior. Let's listen.
He's sleeping too. Like, if it doesn't bother me, why does it bother you? You didn't have a long day.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear it, but Nia says, and he was sleeping, okay? And if it doesn't bother me, it shouldn't bother you. Well, first of all, Nia, that is where we got to stop you because his behavior does bother people. It bothers Jasmine, it bothers Melissa, and any other woman in the friend group. So his behavior affects people and their comfort level. And your husband's out here sexually assaulting people when he's under the influence. So yeah, it bothers people when we're not just calling it out, when you're trying to sweep it under the rug. It's going to bother people.
At work and a long drive, and he's passed out.
Said Nia, wake me up like when dinner's ready.
First of all, we never saw, Mr. Polly Pocket's like, I said, Nia, wake me up when dinner's ready. We never saw you say that. You were hiding drinks. And she can't wake you up because you were passed out, assed out, face down, ass up. That's how you were.
She tried. And I just said, I'm so tired.
I think if she was
That's a lie. And the lie detector determined that was a lie. Polly Pocket. He said, and she tried to wake me up. And I was just like, I'm so tired. No, you were literally snoring passed out. So, and she tucked you in and she had to take your shoes off. You were so drunk. So the fact that he's just like, yeah. And I told her, like, wake me up. You were not having coherent, nice conversations. You were sneaking tequila and White Claws in the pantry. And then you passed out with your shoes in the bed. She laid on top of you to wake you up, but you were snoring sawing logs because you're drunk. And he's acting like we didn't watch the show of her going in there. And he was just like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I will have to decline your dinner offer. I am so tired and need to get some rest. You go enjoy time with our friends. Please send my regards, as I am so tired being a father of 3 under 3. I wish I could get out there. No, you're like, your mouth breathing.
From the get-go, been really honest about what was happening. Everyone would have let it go, would have been the end of it there. But the whole like, my husband's so hardworking. He's very sleep deprived. He needs to catch up.
With this bullshit.
He worked. He drove last night. It's like, you know how many hours my husband works a week? Like, he's not too tired from dinner. People get tired. He's a voice actor. Oh, yes. Voiceover is very exhausting.
Well, then Lala gets in. She goes, oh, yes. Voiceover is very exhausting. First of all, Lala, you would love a voiceover gig. Let's not pretend. Let's not hate on the voiceover. Ma'am, you would like that.
People think when it's voiceover. What I do are someone getting lit on fire, screaming.
Yeah, Danny is very tired. He's like, remember he's doing the Walking Dead voices, like he's putting in some work. It's like,
And the toll that it takes on you and your body.
All right, let's calm down a little bit with the toll it takes on you and your body. Let's calm it down. We're getting a little too, that's some hyperbole. We're being a little too dramatic with that.
If I have an intense voiceover job in the morning, I need a nap in the afternoon. So this one.
Sir, you were drunk. If you would have showed up and didn't get drunk and then needed a nap, that'd be one thing. But you were wasted and you passed out with your shoes in the bed in your white jeggings.
In particular was very exhausting. Added some wine to that and definitely was very sleepy. And so, yes, I went to take a nap. How dare I?
So then he goes, his laugh also is creepy cringe. So I went to take a nap. Okay, how dare I? No, sir. You passed out. And you've gotten drunk before and sexually harassed Jasmine and her fiance. So let's not pretend it's just some innocent fun and no one should be concerned about your clear drinking problem. Stop. We're going to, season 3, we're going to need a sobriety arc for Danny, aka Polly Pocket. Right? It wasn't a nap. Just say it. You're in a group of people who drink. You, however, drink and then try to assault women. So come on now, bro. So then Kristen kind of takes up from him, like, Kristen, don't do it. Don't waste your breath. I know you want to protect Nia, and that's really sweet and everything, but don't. Okay. You have been friends with enough problematic men who have treated you like shit. This man will not have your back. So don't take up for him. Him drinking is not the same as you drinking. It's very different. Right? Thank you, Dolores says. Jasmine and Melissa were definitely on edge about that. And for good reason. They have good reason. If I'm in a group where if one of the people get drunk and then he starts assaulting me, starts touching me without my consent, being nasty, I'm going to see him get drunk and be like, oh God, no. You would think he learned his lesson, but he's not, because we're more concerned, it seems, in the friend group and some of the fandom in protecting Danny Polly Pocket and his bad behavior than we are protecting the women that he's making uncomfortable and hurting, which makes, I just can't. Denial Danny, right? Spoken like an alcoholic, but yeah, day drinkers. I mean, some people can, to have a couple drinks during the day, have some fun, but when you're drinking during the day to get fucked up, you might be an alcoholic. You might, because I used to do that. And then you think, oh, I'm going to I'll take a nap before I go out. You end up passing out. And then sometimes you wake up and then you're still kind of drunk. And then I'd go out and drink more sometimes. Right? And this is what we see happen on Bravo time and time again. I'm just not having it anymore. So when everyone's like, Jasmine wants me to hate Jasmine, not going to happen. Wants me to hate Janet for what? Not going to happen. Wants me to, no, I'm focused. I'm laser focused. Danny, Jax, Jesse and any other of them MFers that want to do something. I got my eyes on you. Okay? That goes for you too, Luke, because I know we're going to see you crying in your panties soon, yelling at Kristen, and I'm not excited for that, but I'm hoping that maybe it's something that isn't him getting mad and yelling at Kristen. Maybe he's yelling at one of the guys in his manties. All right, but I'll got my eyes on you, Luke. I did like how you checked the engine. Okay? But I'm still weary. I'm leery and weary. Rank worse to less worse. Ugh, worse, worse, worse. Right now, Jax, Jesse, Danny. But they're, I don't know. I think they're different types of worse, but they're all worsey. Paul said he has an issue with alcohol. If he is blacking out that age and hiding it, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul Walker. We got, yep. I can't help it, you guys. I'm just forever narc-slaying.
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
We got our eyes on you, Luke. Okay? I'll give you a chance this season. A little one. But just a little. Just a little. Just a little. Hi, N-Dub. Good to see you. So the episode ends with them just like, what do you want from me? And then I saw Brian bring this up in the chat. We do have to talk about Zack falling asleep with onion dip, which is, apparently him and Brittany are sharing a room. And, oops. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. Him and Brittany are sharing. Let me try to get it to be like this. Nope. Okay, we'll just kind of do it like that. Oh, look at Cordelia sleeping. And he had some onion dip he was eating. Just drunkenly eating snacks, falling asleep, rolling over on him. And then Brittany's like, I gotta take a shower. I think I might have rolled in your onion dip. He's like, probably. Not the onion dip. Here's my first thought as a 45-year-old woman. That means you didn't brush your teeth before you went to bed. Second thought, you're talking to Brittany with onion morning breath. Third thought, there's probably crumbs in the bed. Now, I'm not saying I'm above eating in bed, okay? But he definitely passed out, like he said, with the onion dip. That means he didn't brush his teeth. Nasty. But also kind of relatable to eat dip. He's definitely, I know he doesn't want to claim, he wants to claim he's from the East Coast and not the South, but it's very Midwesty to be eating a dip for your chip dip in bed. I mean, I think my husband didn't even know. My husband Chell didn't even know about like the chip dips, the white chip dips. Obviously, he knew, salsa, guacamole, queso, like yummy yummies. But I'm talking things with sour cream. My niece and nephew, who are 10 and 7, they just think all chips come with dips because Nana's always whipping up dips or you buy them from the store. Old Dutch, Dean's like we saw. Chips and dips. Like they sleep over at Nana's house. And they play board games, and the Monopoly board, I'll have to have Nana show you the next time she's live, has grease stains from the chips and dips because Nana makes some chips and dips and they play board games together. Like, you love a good dip. And I don't know, and it's the beer, it wasn't beer chase, but I don't know do Southern people, are you into chips and dips? Do East Coast people, you guys love chips and dips? I'm talking like the sour cream type dips. The French onions. There's a dill dip. There's all kinds of dips. Chips and dips. Because Irene says, I do love chips and dip, especially the sour cream. Me too. And my husband, Chell, he hates sour cream. And I'm like, what? I didn't know that you could hate sour cream. I didn't think that was possible. And veggie dips. You know, yeah, you're not eating dips and or you're not eating veggies without dip. That's like me. Like that's why I like to buy the big veggie platter just for the home at Costco. I'll sit there and eat on that 'cause it's got the ranch or the little dip in the middle. Now I could pour my own, but no, it comes with it. It's so nice. Let's see. Okay, Taryn says the South dips there, but do they love their sour cream dips, or do you guys have like some fancy dips I need to be put onto? Does Nana doesn't make beer cheese. Beer cheese? No. Kitty meow, you hate sour cream too? I had never met a person coming from Minnesota who hated sour cream. So when I met my husband in Arizona, and he was like, "What? Sour cream is gross." I'm like, "Huh? What? Huh? Everyone loves sour cream." But apparently there's a whole group of people. Evelyn, you too? Too? Evelyn? Oh my God. I feel like you guys are cheating on me. Like this is betrayal. I married him anyways. See? We went through some real adversity, him not liking sour cream. And still to this day, he gets me sour cream. He'll get me crema from the store that has real good crema, rather than just old sour cream, just a dollop of daisy and cream cheese. But see, Hype Man Husband Chell likes cream cheese. So Taryn says in the South, they got the sour cream and the cream cheese. Oof. Good to know. I just want to make sure there's not something out there that I don't know about. Some dips. I'm the dip to his chip. That is, yeah. He dips his chip. Okay, no, that's too far. Leotard, you hate sour cream too? Oh my God. Oh my God. Cream cheese and Fritos. I've never done that. That sounds pretty good though. Because just eating Fritos plain, gyros. There's this. Laying the days go by says, if sour cream lovers and haters can all get together and agree to disagree on a Joleen Live, we can achieve world. We really can. If me and Hype Man Husband Chell, a sour cream hater and a sour cream lover, can come together and find love, anything is possible. I love anything dill pickle. Oh, the beef dip. Nana makes a mean beef dip. Every Christmas, you're going to get a beef dip. She puts some like, what she put? Not almonds on top. She puts something. It's so good. And Hype Man Husband Chell is always like, no. And I'm like, it's beef dip. And he thinks it's nasty. Don't tell Nana. Don't tell her. All right. I love that you guys are telling me about all the areas geographically and what you guys have. Okay. So Chrissy says, Jersey here. I need all the chips and dips. Married an Italian man and thinks it's all gross. So now I don't have to share. That's me. I married a Mexican man and he's like, this shit's nasty. I'm like, what? But yeah, more for me. More for me. Garrett, yeah, we need a Chris Kirkpatrick. It is so Minnesota, Kylie. Nana just makes the best dried beef dip. Oh, it's so good. I'm thinking about it right now. Like I'm salivating thinking about the beef dip. And the crackers you can put. Oh, so good. It's so good. Thank you, Kelly, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Kelly Sandy Ford, thank you so much. Hot crab dip. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't know if I've ever had hot crab dip. Yep, dips and casseroles. Oh my God, the Valley is a hodgepodge. The Valley is happening in the Midwest. Tell me these people aren't all just really on a soundstage, or they're really in the Midwest and they're using a soundstage for California. So they eat casseroles, except for Jasmine. Dips. They're all drunk. Come on. That's my people. That's my people. They love a hooded sweatshirt. That's my people. Surprise. You're welcome, Joleen. Happy to derail this live, right? The version of chips and dips. It's so good. Melissa, thank you. Melissa says you should get your own brand of dips. You have the ability in market of dip gals right here, right? I need to make my own dip. Make a delicious dip for you guys. Do I make breakfast casseroles? Yeah, like egg bakes? Yeah, delish. An egg bake is delicious. I don't understand who doesn't like an egg bake. Like, I still love and respect Jasmine, but I don't understand the egg bake hate. Your breakfast all in one pan? You can put the croissant underneath. You can do a hash brown. So good. So good. Oh, I do love artichoke dip. Mm-hmm. Yes, Nana could do O'Doul's cheese for the sober gals. Since me and Nana are both sober, we totally could. We get on these derailments. Those of you who know, you know. Oh, a seven-layer dip. Ooh, or that I think Brian was talking about in the chat, the Mexican dip. Oh, the like layered, just like a 7-layer. Like my aunt, every holiday, she makes her like, I guess what does she call it? Is it just a Mexican dip? It's basically like sour cream, cheese, tomatoes. Does she put, is it meat on it? I don't even remember, but it's like a Mexican dip. That's what we call it. And it's so good, but it's mostly sour cream. We also used to they would do like a vegetable pizza. If you guys ever had that, it's a cold pizza. Nana used to make it for parties and on holidays. And it has cream cheese on it with some kind of bread. It was like croissant or something. Cold, obviously, with like raw veggies. And it was so good. And hi, my husband, Chell. Chell, I made hot dish for Chell early in our relationship. And he didn't enjoy it. He said it was too soupy. And I said, you should have lied to me. Because I find my tater tot hot dish very good. And then him being the chef in the relationship, he zhuzhed it up. And now he makes a really good tater tot hot dish that is less soupy. Which I like, but I like it soupy too. Chickenhead, thank you so much for the super chat. Chickenhead said, dips and chips. Dips and chips. Yeah, it's like a quiche. A quiche is great. Cammie? I've never had eggs Benedict casserole. Taco dip. That's what we call it. We don't call it Mexican dip. We call it taco dip. Thank you, Dawn. My brain is just, this perimenopause is kicking my ass. I forget names of stuff all the time where I'm like, that's just general knowledge for me. Taco dip. I got an Auntie Karen who makes the taco dip. And we're like, is Karen bringing taco dip? Like if there's a party and Karen's coming, there's taco dip coming. And if there's not, then something's wrong with Karen. And we have to check on her. Yeah, quiche is delicious. Steven says, check my DMs. Okay. Does anyone remember that book? Real Men Don't Eat Quiche. What? Why? It's no joke. This perimenopause stuff is no joke. Like, it is legit kicking my ass. I hate it. I hate it so much. I want to warn all younger women. It sucks. Okay. Steven says, check my DMs. Lala has an eye issue. Unfortunately, it has been confirmed as precancerous. She will begin treatment with chemotherapy eye drops in hopes of eliminating all of the cancer cells. So according to Bywig Hello Drama, Lala she's been having an eye issue or something, and it's been confirmed that it's precancerous. So that's good, right? But she will begin treatment with chemotherapy eye drops in hopes of eliminating all cancer cells. That's scary. She posted a video before she got the confirmation that her eye issue was precancerous. So it looks like she has, oh yeah, she's got like something. Oh, something with the eye. That's not fun. So all the healthy vibes to Lala. Eye drops for chemotherapy. I've never heard of this before. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I started to take some supplements, and then I also am going to talk to my doctor at my appointment coming up about what I can do for some of these perimenopause symptoms because it's no joke. Right, Amberlina? I'm glad we see each other. And there's not enough talk about this. They just expect women to just like, no matter what we go through, all these different things in life that we have to constantly, all these health stuff, you know, from the time we start, you know, our periods and stuff, there's all this shit. We're just supposed to go along like, no big deal. No, I'm talking about it all the time. Like I'm talking to Hype Man Husband Shell about it constantly. I talk to him like, talking about my perimenopause. I talk about my periods. I talk about my 88. I talk about everything. 13 years. Oh my God. Because I just thought you go to menopause, you're going to sweat a little bit. So they only really talk about menopause. And then your period stops. Yay. But there's this whole period of time of peri before you even get to menopause. It's crazy. Now, I talk about it to anyone who will listen. I'm bringing up my perimenopause because people need to know because I feel like it wasn't talked about enough. I'm looking for ladies on YouTube now who talk about perimenopause. Warning, you know. I would have loved to have warnings. Oh my God, my cat is so cute. Cordy behind me. I would have loved to have more, you know, of education on this to know what to expect. Because I'm like, what's going on? Am I okay? Am I dying? Like there's all these symptoms that can be attributed to perimenopause. I'm like, I didn't even think that was a thing. I think I heard the word before. Yeah, vaginas scare people and they don't do enough. You know, they don't look into women's health issues as much, unfortunately. So there's lots of things that they're like, oh, BTW. Sorry. Ugh, the sweating. Bella says peri was worse than menopause for me. Ugh, I'm telling you, Bella. I'm like, I can't wait to get to menopause because this peri stuff, and it lasts like a long time. And not everyone will have the same symptoms, but there are so many things that I was experiencing. And I was like, what's going on? Like literally, I was like, am I dying? Like what is happening? Do I need there? And it's perimenopause. And random, like ear itch. Like there's so many random weird things that happen within your body, your brain. It's just like, what? Catherine says, I was 40 and had to go through twisted ovary twice. Due to that, I went into medical menopause from both ovary removal. It's no fun. Oh my gosh, Catherine. I'm so sorry. The stuff we have to go through. The itching all over. The like joint pain. It almost feels like your bones. I'm like, what is going on with me? The sweats, the mood, the like, just how you feel, your general like mental health and things. It's crazy. I'll like change. I'll be laying in bed and go, oh, there's something wrong with these jammies. I think they're like itchy. And it's like, no, it's just, that's my skin now. And the memory stuff. Oh my gosh. I pride myself on being like quick. Now I'm like, what's that called again? Where's that? Huh? What's taco dip? Yeah, we talk about ED way more than we talk about women's health. We're so worried that a man can't get erect. I wish more men couldn't get erect. You know what I'm saying? There's only certain men who really deserve to be erect. Okay, that's a privilege. That should not be a right. Because a lot of these guys get, you know, ragers in the cages and they don't know how to use them. Like Danny Bucco. All right, Polly Pocket, Jax. Wouldn't it be great if Jesse, Jax, Danny, all ED can't get hard? They don't deserve it. Boners are a privilege. Not a right. We need to make, that's going to be my next campaign in the Danny Haters Club as president. All men don't deserve boners. All right. If we're going to start legislating bodies, I'm going to start legislating these boners. All right. Be like, nope, you know, we're going to have to do interviews. I'm going to ask you some questions. Not going to be hard ones, but a lot of men will fail and you will have erectile dysfunction because of it. All right. Yep. It's only right. Yes, Stephen, thank you. We need a de-erection pill for some of these men. Now, there are lots of men that deserve a good rager in the cager. Good for you. God bless. Love it. A lot of you don't, though. Let's be honest. And some of you know you don't. You know you don't. It's a winning slogan. Okay. All right. We need to get some merch. Start raising money for my campaign. Ebony, it probably is happening. It didn't cross my mind. until I started looking into it more and talked to my primary. And then I was like, oh, yeah, all that stuff. Yep. Oh, no. NYC says I have ADHD and RA. How will I know? Pff, right? You're already experiencing so much of that. So many ED ads. Like, I could give a shit if a stranger can't get an erection. I clap. Okay. I count men walking down the street and I say, okay, I'll be like, hope that guy doesn't get a boner. Hope that guy can get a boner. That one, I don't want him having a boner. I think women should be able to decide who gets boners. Yeah. I think it's all right. We put up with a lot. Yeah. It really should be our decision. Like, whoa. I got a couple questions. Okay. I'm just going to pop one up here. And if I go, all right, you've passed. You may have bonage, sir. But some of these dudes, Amberlina says, I only heard of perimenopause from the Drew Barrymore show. That's how much it's not talked about. Oh, see? It really isn't. Now, remember my mom talking about perimenopause? Because I'm sure her mom didn't talk about menopause or perimenopause. I don't even know if they had a name for what perimenopause is or how long it's been, something that people understood. Brian said, I bet Jax couldn't pop a cork because he was doing so much Colombian white. Yeah. Maybe we need to just give these guys, we're going to give you a choice. Boner or cocaña. Obviously, you pick cocaña, no bonage. Time for a pink chew. Yeah. And if I chew the pink chew, you lose your boner. That is, we need to get with the drug companies, the evil drug companies, say, here's the thing. Give women a pink pill. And they can pop all the blue pills they want. But if I pop one pink, you ain't getting it up. Not today. Put us in charge. I'm telling you. We have spidey senses for these things. Who should get a boner and who shouldn't? Can we talk about how Jax was calling Brittany as she was filming the after show? Let's talk about that, okay? Jax calling Brittany as she's filming the after show. And he said he wanted to talk about a issue, like a driving issue, and it could have been the road rage incident he got into. That might be around the same time. But also, can we talk about the fact that Jesse also was on team calling your wife fat while she's pregnant? That came out in the after show. And it was in, Janet said, the guys chat. Jesse was texting about how Michelle was fat when she was pregnant. I just remembered that. I mean, no boners for Jesse Lally. No vagina should ever touch that man again. Honestly, we have to do the work ourselves because the men aren't going to do it. So just so you know, anytime anyone has sex with this man, he's the type, him and Jax are the type of men that call women fat when they're pregnant. I can't. This little man in the lifts and the loafers, Miss Snaggletooth, you better stop. You better stop, Snaggletooth. Yeah, he needs to go. He needs the Miss Felicia. Heffa, you need to go. You need to go by noon today. When I saw that, I was like, these fucking assholes. So when they were asking Jesse, or when I think Andy Cohen asked him on Watch Evans Live last night, who's worse, you or Jax? He's like, I'm not like Jax. Yes, you are. You call your wife who's giving birth to who's about to give birth to your daughter fat. Like, these men are just such fucking garbage. They're such trash.
Oh, half of you got to go. You got to go by noon today.
Y'all already set it up. Y'all set it straight to the off.
Yeah, we heard the dog.
So again, ladies out there, okay? No, don't date him. Don't touch him. Don't touch his dick. He's lost all his boner privileges, his dick touching privileges. Like, No, you got to go. You got to go by noon today. No ragers in the cages for him. Nobody sleep with this man, even if he's willing to pay high dollar. No, we're not doing that. If you call pregnant women fat, if you call women fat in general, no, thank you. But if you're talking about pregnant women, no. That's Lorena Bobbitt level justice we need. If someone tells me tomorrow someone cut off his appendage, I'd be like, well, oh, well, you know what I mean? He's not using it correctly. No, no, no. It's horrible. You guys, so gross. Snaggletooth needs to knock it off with the loafers. You could tell Andy, even Andy was like, he was trying to like make jokes on Watch It Happens Live, talking about his, the gay guy that sent him money. And Andy's like, well, like how much? He's like, not 1,500. He's like, well, then what? Like 250, 1,000? He's like, keep going. So I'll see what like you're willing to give. And Andy's like, I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you money. Yeah, bring justice for Lorena Bobbitt. That woman did the Lord's work. Okay. What a lot of women, I'm afraid to do it. Okay. But we need more Lorena Bobbitts who just, you know their way around a knife. That's all I'm saying. No offense, all offense, obviously satire, obviously jokes. We would never want anyone to be hurt. But justice for Lorena Bobbitt. Because remember that guy, John Bobbitt? Remember he got his wiener back, and what'd he do? More bad stuff. Didn't deserve it. The amount of time those surgeons took sewing John Bobbitt's wiener back on, waste of time. Could have been saving a child or something. You know what I mean? But no, because she took it and then she threw it in like a cornfield, I think. But she didn't throw it far enough because they were able to smell it or something. I don't know how they found it. If they have like dick smelling dogs, I'm not sure. It was a wild story that was really, people were vilifying Lorena, but go back and watch the story again. Go back and read through the story or watch, the like any kind of like documentary they've done on it, and you'll be on Lorena's side. I guarantee it. Unless you're a dirty dog abuser, you'll be on Lorena's side. The older I get, the more I understand. Lorena was the hero of that story. She was a damn hero for what she did. Should have fed it to the dog. And the dog wouldn't. I guarantee the dog's like, no, thank you. It's too dirty. It's too gross. It's too nasty. And the poor corn. I love corn, Right. So they literally put his paper cutter pecker into a bag with ice. They're like, we must save the dick. Nope, too late. It's over. I mean, it's not like Lorena was just going around serial dick cutting off. You know what I mean? She was the Dexter of cutting off dicks. There was a reason. Okay. I think I watched enough episodes of Dexter. He just serial killed the bad guys, right? Well, she just cut the dick off a bad guy. She wasn't going around finding nice guys and chopping their manhood off. Just the dicks. So let Lorena Bobbitt cook. Let her cut. Let her do this. I loved it. I've ruled. Judge Joleen has ruled. Jesse's like, he's like Jax. He's gross. He's horrible. He sucks. And I know they're like, Michelle is this or that. Fine. I don't care. I'd rather have 100 Michelles than one Jesse Lolly, than one Jaxtaylor. She'll let the scarecrow nibble on it, right? Chop, chop. Did she cut off while he was asleep? Because how else would he? Now I'm trying to remember. It might have been. I think he was drunk, right? He might have been asleep. Yeah. She's the Dexter cutting dicks off. Yep. Making sure to hear Lorena stuff. I'm such a fan of Lorena Bobbitt. Like, I am such a fan. I like love her work. It's so good. Like, really, if you think about it, she's an artist. Okay. I'm like, oh my God, Lorena, you are amazing. You're beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Probably, yeah, sleeping like Danny was sleeping with the shoes on in the bed. Mm-hmm. Thank you, kitty, kitty, meow. I think what I'm going to be doing is I need to get back to like times. It's so difficult for me with my ADHD because I'm like, when the dopamine hits, I'm going live. But I think I need to do a No Offense, All Offense earlier in the day and then do the Karen Reed trial, true crime stuff more towards the afternoon, evening. So such a fan of her work. Oh, genius. Like literally the Picasso of cutting off dicks. So good. You know, it doesn't have to be even. You know, the way she saw cutting the D off was it was beautiful. It was really nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was something like that. Like he was drunk after he tried or did because he was like abusive to her. A graper, just a bad dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Nia would have woke Danny up like, Lorena's here, baby. Either you sober up or we're going to Bobbitt Town. Maybe he would sober up. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Yes. Shoes in the bed, suitcase on the bed, Shep on the bed, Jax anywhere. Go Rouse. Yeah. Lorena was an abused woman. Like, justice. Mm-hmm. Me too. Dreadful says, I hate seeing Jax on the after show. It's just really messed up that Jax abused a cast member and Danny sexually harassed another and zero repercussions. They want it under the rug and you know what? Another thing that Jesse did that was so much like Jax when they were asking him on Watch What Happens Live about calling Michelle a hooker and all these things and just making up this lie about her. He's like, yeah, but this show was filmed a year ago. And I've had a lot of time to work on we've heard this before. We heard this from Jax already. Like we're hearing the same thing from Jesse. These men think, like, you think we're really going to believe that? I don't give a shit if the show was 10 years ago. You still did it. And that's still who you appear to be today as well. No one has confirmed that you have in fact changed. Your actions haven't. The only person that's confirming it is you, and we can't trust you. Just like Jax. But they all want to separate themselves with like the time of the show. We know Jax is the same and we know Jesse's the same. So stop it. So I'm like, this man it's the same script. Next, we're going to hear freaking Polly Pocket Danny be like, well, this was a year ago. And now I don't drink during the day. Okay. I've had a lot of time to work on myself. Horrible. Oh, like my husband Chell coming in at the right time as I'm talking. Chell, I'm telling them about my love of Lorena Bobbitt. Chell knows. He's aware. He's a fan too. He's a fan of her as well. Mm-hmm. Good guys are fans of Lorena. Bad guys aren't fans. Mm-hmm. Yes. Jesse is so fake. You're right. Thank you. Hype my husband Chell. Oh, yes. Jax. Yes, Care Bears. Jesse is Jax, but shinier. Mm-hmm. We just know less about him so far. But Karen Reed people, he's a lolly. Now I know my Massachusetts peep says lolly is like a pretty common name, I guess there. But I don't think he might be related to old prosecutor Lolly. I think he might. I bet you he's best friends with Hank Brennan. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Ugh, a tight suit. Just like Sandoval. Gross. Gross. Go Warriors. Oh my, I know it's tonight. I can't watch it until Chell gets home from work. And he's not going to be home for work for a couple hours. Big Papa says, go Warriors. Love you, Jolene. I hope the Wolves lose. They have to. Love your podcast always. I love you back. And I understand that you love the Warriors. But the Timberwolves are up 3-1. Like it's all due respect, Big Papa, you guys have been so good and you've created a dynasty and you've won so many times. We have to win because, like Minnesota teams, we don't win very often. And we've never, I don't even think the Wolves have, no, we've never been in the NBA Finals like ever. So us getting this far in the playoffs, we've only done this a number of times. And that was like the KG years. And now we've done it back to back with Ants. Like, it's crazy. I can't. My sports, I know. Joleen Sports is coming out because I put it in the back of my head that the game is tonight because I have to wait for my husband Chell to watch it. But I'm so excited. Like, you guys should, I should go live once during the game. No, you might not like me. I talk so much shit. I talk so much shit, which won't surprise you. I talk so much shit. And I will say, shout out to my people that love the Warriors, but Draymond, before we played Draymond, I was like, I like this dude. In his interviews and stuff, he's funny. But playing against Draymond, I'm like, so over him. Him and Sideshow Bob. There's a guy on the team, the Warriors. Forgive me, I don't know his name. He cannot make a basket to save his soul, and you guys got to trade him. He's got the black eye. I call him Sideshow Bob. I don't know his name. Starts with a P. Pajinski or something. But that man, oh my God, he is so dramatic. And he can't make a shot to save his soul. Like, I love when he has the ball because I'm like, yeah, give it to him. But if I was on the Warriors, I'd be like, dude. Like, I see Steph Curry on the side. You know, he's hurt. And he's like, oh, yeah, he tried. I think he made like a couple baskets last game. But, horrible. Right? It's so fun talking shit. Go Wolves. Yes, go Ant. PS Warriors need to lose because I am bitter Miami Heat fan that misses Jimmy. I call him Jimmy Butler because we had Jimmy Butler on the Wolves. We drafted him and we were so excited. I bought my brother his jersey back in the day. And then Jimmy Butler like wanted off the Wolves. He's like, I hate all the players. And I think my husband Chell told me that he challenged 5 of the guys to like 5-on-1 and he won. But Jimmy Butler is good. But the thing is, Jimmy Butler is gassed out. Because they are working him too hard. With Steph Curry injured, we have a very deep bench, okay? We got a lot of people that can, even if Ant should happen to fall out or Ant should happen to, be hurt, which he is injured, had like a sprain, but we can pull from that. The Warriors, they rely a lot on Steph Curry and now on Jimmy Butler, aka Jimmy Butler. Apologies. No offense, all offense. And Jimmy's good, but he gasses out. He's doing. And who's that other guy that's really good? That Kuminga. He is good. I wish the Wolves had Kuminga. Oh my God, he's very good. I call him Nice Arms. I have nicknames for all of them. Some are nice, some are not. Crymon Green, Draymond. I call him Crymon because he is just, it's too much. It's too much trying to draw these fouls. Okay, is that all we do? You made a couple 3 points last game. Good for you. Good for you. Playoff, Jimmy Butler, I was like, oh, shit. I guess he did challenge, like I said, and he won 5 against 1. No way, Meg says, fun fact, I live an hour away from where basketball was invented. That's cool. I don't even know what that is. It seems I love talking shit. Literally my favorite pastime. It's so fun. I put on my Nas Reed jersey and I get up. I'm like, I'm just like, I go up to the TV. I love it. I love it. But yeah, this is the Wolves year, you guys. I have to keep saying that because I really want it to be true. I want it to be true. Jules, this is one interest we don't have in common, but I love this for you. I get so excited mostly about Minnesota sports and also our amateur hockey team out here, the Firebirds. I love the Firebirds, even though this is our first year in franchise history. I think this is our 3rd year having a hockey team out here where we didn't make it to like the Stanley Cup of the AHL, which is called the Calder Cup, where we were out kind of early in the playoffs, which is kind of a bummer. Oh, I love Nas Reed. He was having a rough game last game, though. He kept passing to the other team. I'm like, Nas, that's not your team. That's another team. Stop giving the ball to them, Nas. But we won. Hopefully we can do it again tonight. Oh, in Canada? That's where it was invented? No way. James Naismith created the game of basketball. Canadians are cool. You guys do so much cool shit and you never want like credit. I give Americans, we want credit for everything. We're like, and I did that. And they're like, you didn't do that. We're like, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Same here. Philly sports. Well, like Philly sports teams, though. I think we've talked about this before. Like, you guys are good, though. Yes, as every Boston friend I have is like either big on hockey, big on the Red Sox, like big on the Patriots. You guys have some winning ass teams in Boston. What is it about Boston? Your sports teams are just like winners. Crazy. Yes, smash the like, you guys. So it's going to be hard for me to wait. I think, what time does the game start tonight? Let me see. You guys, we're just chit-chatting. The Wolves versus Warriors. And we're at home. I really want this for Minnesota. What time? Game time. I'll just ask Siri. Hey, Siri, what time do the Minnesota Timberwolves play the Golden State Warriors tonight? 6:30. So much easier than Googling. That and Alexis. Oh, hopefully I didn't set off your series. 6:30. That means I'm going to have to wait like 2 hours to watch it. How am I going to do that? How am I going to not watch Julius Randle for 2 hours? That's crazy. Five more likes and Ben has to block that Florida hockey team owner. Yes, get him. Get him. And what is going on with, speaking of the Patriots, is it Bill Belichick who's married? I think we talked about this before, but Bill Belichick and is it his wife now? That fetus that he's dating or something? Did they do an interview or something? I'm so behind. I'm all in on Karen Reed and a couple Bravo shows. And basketball right now, but I keep seeing things about Bill Belichick and this fetus lady. Bill Belichick is so gross. Is she 22? Oh, that's disgusting. Was he like 90? I know, I'm so bitter that the Wild were out early in the playoffs, but I did see that the Dallas Stars won, and I just can never cheer for the Dallas Stars as much as I love Dallas. Visiting Dallas as a whole. I've been to Dallas many times because they stole our fucking hockey team. It's not their fault. Norm Green, it's his fault. But they stole the North Stars. And that's why we have the Wild now. It's a whole thing. And it's all because another problematic man didn't want to be held responsible for some bullshit that he did up in Minnesota. Yucky, yucky. KC says, the Wolves are such a fun team to watch on and off the court. Ant has so much love and joy for the game. I miss him and Kat. I know. I really hope it's the Knicks versus the Wolves, like in the NBA final. Like, that would be amazing. Just because of Kat. But we got Julius Randle out of it. No offense to Kat, but that was pretty good for us. But I do like Kat. I do like, his baby girlfriend. The relationship needs a documentary. I think so. This Belichick thing. Just in little things I see about him. I'm like, what? I saw that, Michelle, the other day. Gerard Depardieu found guilty of essay on French film sets. And he's, that guy. I just remember him when I was growing up, the movie, My Father the Hero. Never would I have thought that weirdo, but apparently he's like, I think I'm from a different generation. It's like, bro, no, you don't get to say, oh, I'm from a grape generation. Like, what? No, you're just a graper, bro. What are you talking about? So Meg says, go Leafs, go. Did you guys win? Who did you play? I'm so behind. Okay. Katie says the Bills or Bill Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan, graduated from my high school. But 5 minutes ago. Yeah, she graduated literally 5 minutes ago. Well, I love Care Bear is always giving me the good. We need a Chris Kirkpatrick. That's what I saw shared. I think it might have been on Reddit or it was in like a Facebook group, and someone shared it that Jesse Solomon and Brittany might be together, and I did not believe that. I think someone wrote, this is some fanfic. No, I think it's fan fiction. I don't think they're really together. Jesse from Summer House and Brittany. God, Brittany, don't do it. I don't think. However, we are learning that he's a boob guy. As much as he's like, I'm not. I'm an ass guy. So I don't think they're really dating. I really don't think that. The Giggly Squad had a chat about Belichick's girlfriend Jordan. Apparently, people are calling it elder abuse. But apparently, she is running his whole show now and making him money. Age gap, still horrifying. I don't know if I believe elder abuse. I think, if anything, like, how old is Bill Belichick? Let me look at it. Bill Belichick. And Jordan. Ages. Because I think Bill Belichick is like post-mortem. Like, I'm pretty sure he died and they dug his ass up. He's 73, but man, my dad just turned 71 and he looks a million times. And Nana is 70. They look so much better than Bill Belichick, who's 73. That's a hard 73, Bill Belichick. He has a 49-year age gap. His girlfriend is 24. Gross. That's disgusting. You're a disgusting person. I hope she's elder abusing him at this point. That's disgusting. Like, that is so gross. That is disgusting. You're gross, sir. Ew. Ew, yuck. Ew, yuck, gross. That's like his great-granddaughter's age. Not good. 49. So when you were 49, your wife was being born. Like, think about that. You nasty ass. As if she's the abuser. I love it that they quickly want to go on to the woman in the situation. When he clearly has the age, the power dynamic way the fuck off. Like, he's like a pedo with this shit. Jessie plus Britt may be too much love bombing for her right now. Well, she does say that Jax does the love bombs and then the I hate you. So I don't think they're really together. Irene says she's getting a bag. That Jordan, she owns more than $5 million in real estate properties in Boston. Is that creepy? Yes, she's earning. Well, you should get something for being with a 73-year-old. That's freaking nasty. No, Sankey. 49, like 40. Think about it. 49 years. Their age gap is older than me. That's crazy. Yuck. Yeah, weekend at Bernie's. Maybe she's got to hold his ass up. She probably has to hold his dick up. You know what I mean? Like, Brian says both Jessies can get in a flaccid sword fight. While we all go about our lives, yes, they deserve to be flaccid. All the Jessies should lose their boners. When I am elected president beyond the Danny Zuko hater club, Bucco, whatever his name is, not Danny Zuko, Danny Bucco, whatever, Bucco, who cares? I will make sure that no Jessies from Bravo can get boners. Yeah, Gerard Depardieu tried to say he's too old to molest women. He also said, "Should I come from a different time?" That's my jokes. Your jokes aren't funny. If you have to sexually harass or molest someone or grape them, that's not a funny joke. Hi, no. No, thank you. I have a clip of that I still have to watch. I'll have to do a no offense, all offense tomorrow and react to it. Apparently, yeah, Sheener was on her podcast crying about the Masked Singer. They forced her to sing without auto-tune. And she was going through, her and, Lala now have buyer's remorse for buying into the hating on Ariana and the Tom Sandoval redemption arc and buying into that. Now they have buyer's remorse. But it does look, people are saying, because now you have the BravoCon press and stuff starting to come out for this year's BravoCon. And they have Lala pretty prominent in it. And so people are like, they're not gone from Bravo. And the fact that they're on this after show, I guarantee they're going to push them into season 3 of The Valley. And with Lala and her fake ass apology to Kristen Doty. Yep, they got liar's remorse, Tracy. Exactly. I don't hate Lexi either. I think I'm just not buying into Bravo wanting me to hate all these women when there's so many good men to hate who are far worse. You mean I got a season with West and Jesse Solomon and Carl still going, when we gotta do a Summer House Live. The fact that Carl is still doing that dog thing, like, I'm just, oh my God, Carl, stop. Yuck. He's like, my dogs. I'm like, no, you're 50. Stop it right now. So no, I'm not buying into the Lexi hate or slander either. I'm not doing it. Not gonna happen. I would not pay that much to go to BravoCon. I wouldn't. In the beginning, it sounded kind of fun, I guess, if I got like some kind of press pass. Or something like that, some creator pass, I guess. But I don't even know if I'd want to go anymore. For what? I don't want to meet any of the people, really. Maybe some of the housewives, like Salt Lake City. I don't know. But no. And had you asked me years ago, I'd probably been like, hell yeah. Maybe even like a year or two ago. But like the first BravoCon, when people went, I like to watch their, journeys going to BravoCon, the creators and stuff. Like that was fun. And I had my manager try to get me a, I guess it would be like a press pass. You can get a press pass or a talent pass, one of the two. And then that didn't work out. And I was kind of like, oh, that would have been fun. But now I thought, well, maybe in the future, I'll try again. Because by the time I told my manager that I wanted to go, it was like a week away or something, like a couple weeks. Like I didn't give enough time at all. But the cost so much. And what are people really getting? And I guess it's fun, you go, you meet other. I think I'd be more excited to like maybe hang out with other creators or other fans of Bravo. But actually, like the Bravo celebrities, like who the fuck do I want to hang out with? Who do I want to hang out with? No. I don't think so. Anna says, I have a room booked in Vegas for that weekend, but I don't plan to attend BravoCon. Will likely just get tickets to Watch What Happens. I think maybe going to like a Watch What Happens live taping would be fun. Would going to the panels be fun? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But like, I don't want to go up to their little booths, I don't think, anymore. No. The other girl, Val, good question. What happened to the other girl that came in the house? She just disappeared. There was talk about her and something happened. I don't remember what now. But yeah, they did just kind of have her disappear. Right? That cost in this economy? No, thank you. Oh, they're tight with creator. That makes sense. And there's a lot of creators out there. There's a lot of creators far bigger than me with, more reach that they would probably rather give passes to than little old me. But you never know, all that stuff is kind of like, who do you know? Like, who does your manager know that can get you in? Because you can also get a talent pass, I guess. Not talent for Bravo, but like, I don't know. That's what my manager, Kim, shout out to her. She's awesome, was talking about. But I just never really followed up on it either. Kylie says $700 and you're not even really guaranteed a seat. Yes, if it was like a guarantee that you could go to all the panels, that would be one thing. But it's not a guarantee. Oh, it was something about a boyfriend with Lexi's friend. She didn't tell production she had a boyfriend or something. Michelle, I think you're 100% right. I predict next year, Michelle said Sheena and Lala will be full-time Valley cast. And I agree with Zack on this. I agree with Legoland Zack that they do not need Lala or Sheena or Brock. But you can tell if Brock's on the after show. Why is Brock on the after show? What in the Outback Steakhouse is going on? What do we need? Blonde Brock. He has like the worst takes on things. I don't understand. No offense, all offense to Brock, but we don't need it. But I think they're definitely going. They're easing him in. But why is he in the after show? I mean, they put him next to Polly Pocket, but yeah. This cast, have you seen this crazy show? This cast, we do not need them. We don't. The only thing I could think it'd be justifiable is, or that they could claim it was justifiable, is if they got rid of Jax and then brought in another OG, which would be Sheena. But Lala's not even an OG. It's crazy. Yes. Well, going to Vegas in general can just be fun in itself. So, I mean, it's cool that they moved it to Vegas, even though I think it was cool in New York too, but I'm sure it's a lot cheaper for them to put it on in Vegas. So yeah. Right, not at that price. Michelle says, Carl, is a $2 million soda fountain. Shorts and Sandy's 2.0. It really is. Wanda says those BravoCon tickets are super expensive. Then you have travel expenses plus the accommodation, food. And I know there was like a nightmare line situation for certain events and stuff. So it's so sad, Cammie, because I feel that way too. There's not one Bravo person I'd really want to hang out with. I can think of offhand. Back in the day, I could have given you a bunch probably that I would at least, yeah, that I would want to meet and stuff. But I would want to go to a Salt Lake City panel. I mean, they've gotten rid of so many of the housewives that I liked, or I've just seen behind the curtain, I feel like, that it's not as fun. But yeah. Let's see. Soft bar is the biggest joke. $10K for rent after going so far into debt, Dreadful Ruby says. There's a reason it's not a thing. Yeah. Steven says, I want to hang out with Mary Cosby. Well, I mean, the Housewives of Salt Lake City are currently filming. They took a trip to Greece. I guess Angie K is all up in the dramas. So she's just like earning that paycheck. And so we got cameras are rolling. I can't wait till the new season of Salt Lake City. It's really right now the best Housewives franchise, I think. I can't think of one that's better. Let me know. Okay, so I saw this take, and I don't know how you guys feel about this because I'm not caught up on new season of Atlanta. But some people are saying that Portia's return is as disappointing as Alexis Bellino's return and performance in The Real Housewives of Orange County. Is Portia's that bad? I can't believe that. I don't even know why her and Shamia are currently fighting or not friends when they're supposed to be best friends. And it does look like a lot of people are saying that Shamia, they're making Shamia into the new Candy of the Atlanta franchise. So maybe there's jealousy there, but I'm not sure. I haven't watched Love Hotel yet. Oh, they just finished filming today. That's crazy. Good. Get editing. We got to see this. You're excited for Miami? I kind of fell off with Miami. I liked it for a while, though. I hope Mary Cosby's on season 4 of Traitors. That'd be hilarious. I feel like that's too harsh of a comparison, too. Steven says that's a harsh comparison. I don't think Portia deserves Alexis Bellino. But, like, I was excited for Portia to come back. I'm excited for Phaedra to come back. But to hear that it's, like, not going well. No, Mary Cosby is not nice. She's not nice to Dolores. Brian says, agreed. Portia coming back was a big nothing. She's trying to manufacture a story that isn't working. Well, that's, when she got with that Simon guy, that was already a hot mess. And so ever since then, it's just been downhill. NYC says Portia's always treated Shamia like junk. I guess I gotta go back. But I do remember them fighting in the past. So a little bit. After Phaedra was on Traders, she won me back over. I feel like she had her time off, you know, where she did that effed up shit to Candy. And then she disappeared for a little bit. And then she came back to Married to Med. Well, she did Traders, which, you know, you didn't see her on. Then you're like, oh, Phaedra. So now I have like nice feelings again toward her. Travis, that's what's keeping me watching. The fact that Phaedra is coming. Phaedra is coming. Phaedra is coming. Dreadful said it is a big nothing, but she's no Alexis. I wish they do 2 seasons of Traders a year and then a regular season of Big Brother and a celebrity season of Big Brother every year. That would keep me entertained and happy. Yeah, I'm going to check it out once. Is Phaedra coming back next week or when's she coming back? What new Bravo shows are you excited for? Stupid me is excited for Wife Swap. I know it's probably going to be so dumb, so cheesy, and so ridiculous, but I'm kind of excited for that. I like any kind of trading places kind of show, whether it's movies, TV, and I did like watching old wife swaps. I'm definitely going to watch the new Valley Shaws or whatever it's called. Rhode Island. Steven's been sending me stuff on the Rhode Island housewives. I'll have to talk about it tomorrow. Because I'll give Rhode Island a chance for sure. We'll see. And apparently they are casting for Housewives of New York City. So whoever, you know, Andy talked about that on Watch What Happens Live, that people keep reporting that it's canceled. It's not. So whoever's holding out for Lindsay, Hubbard, and Paige to be on The Real Housewives of New York, there's still a chance. I mean, people said that they saw Lindsay with some of the former New York housewives. So who knows? Mm-hmm. Ladies of London. I remember when that was first on. Wasn't that Caroline lady on it? Who is now on Dubai? Wasn't she on Ladies of London? Or am I thinking of someone else? Yeah, I'm excited to watch some Shaws, some MJ, some Reza, some Gigi. Right? I kind of doubted Salt Lake City too. I was like, Salt Lake City, what? So Rhode Island might surprise us. It might be the cities you least expect, like the Real Housewives of Minneapolis. Make it a thing. That could be fun. I saw a live, maybe you sent to me, Steve, and I was just like reading the subtitles. I didn't, you know, listen to it, where she said even she couldn't save Roni or something, or maybe they asked her previously. I think Lindsay is, yeah, she is made for housewives. She will have the drama. She will have the conflict. She will have the friendship, both. Yeah, Caroline Sainsbury, wasn't she on Ladies of London or something? Apparently there's a Sydney. Shout out to my Australia peeps. There's a Sydney, Real Housewives of Sydney, maybe? I saw a clip of a lady and she shows up on a boat and she's wearing black and everyone's wearing white. I thought it was satire, but I guess it's real. And they were like, oh, didn't you, let me get to my, oh, Foster's Australian for beer. Like, didn't you get our memo that we're wearing white at this party? And she goes, oh, yes, but I didn't want to wear white because when it's a bunch of white people getting together and they tell you to wear white, it feels kind of cultish, like the KKK. When I was like, oh, shit, I need to watch this show. Okay, so Caroline, oh, thank you, NYC. I thought she was on it. Mm-hmm. Was it good, Care Bear, the first season of Sydney? I mean, I love all things Australian, so it had to be good, right? We deserve Australian housewives. Like, come on now. Well, she's not coming back to London. Is Dubai, it didn't get canceled, did it? Yeah, I thought she was. Real Housewives of Melbourne was off the rails. Is that what I'm thinking of? Not Real Housewives of Sydney? I don't remember, guys. But I saw some clip And I thought, oh, this has to be a comedy. And it was real. Dubai was paused. I thought I saw something about that. It was messy. Ooh. Well, do you guys remember the Real Housewives of what was it? It's in Canada, Vancouver. I liked that. I watched that probably after it was on live. I think it was Vancouver. Like really pretty, lots of money. That was pretty good. I like the Real Housewives of DC too. Yeah, I want Outback, not Outland Island. It's Outback Steakhouse. There's a Sydney too. Okay. Got it. Did you guys ever watch? I think it was the Real Housewives of Vancouver. Let me look it up. I thought that show was pretty good. Yes, Vancouver. How many years was that on for? So it had 2 seasons, and the first episode aired in 2012. So it was a long time ago, but I thought that shit was pretty good. What I can remember about Vancouver Housewives, I remember being entertained. There was a Real Housewives of Toronto. Yeah, Vancouver was wild. I'll never forget that Jody woman. She was one of the most diabolical. Remind me what Jody did. I need to refresh myself because I watched that so long ago. But I just remember I liked it. And then they didn't make anymore. Her crazy mother. I got to refresh myself. Because I remember I liked it, but I don't remember why. I just remember. And I remember Vancouver is a place I've always wanted to go because it's so beautiful. And you got to be rich. Ben, we've been asking about you. Guys, I just finished the episode. I'm so disappointed. I only see 108 likes. 200 and I'm blocking Bear Chase. Bear Chase. Hit that like if you haven't already. Oh, as a city, Toronto's pretty boring. Really? Seems like it'd be hopping. Brian says the spoof show about the Real Housewives from Vegas, that was so good. What did they call that show? Oh my God, that was so funny. There were so many people in that. Okay. The Hot Wives. That's what it was, right? Yes. The Hot Wives of Orlando. Was that the one that was so funny? Because it has Angela from The Office. That actress is on there. Oh, early on, those Housewives spoofs, even the SNL skits they did were really good. Yes, please smash the like if you haven't already. Bear Chase! You guys think Dubai is getting put on pause, getting possibly canceled? That show was funny. The Hot Wives of Orlando. Oh my God, that was funny. And that one, let's see, who was all in that? So Casey Wilson, Danielle Schneider, Timberly Hill, Andrea Savage, Angela Kinsey, and Kristen Shaw. I mean, that's some good actresses. I even think the actors in there were pretty good. The dudes, the husbands were pretty funny too. Oh, Matt Besser is in it. He is a UCB. I think he's one of the guys who created Upright Citizens Brigade, right? UCB? With like Amy Poehler. I think I saw Matt Besser out here. Didn't I? I think I saw him at Sherman's Deli. Joey McIntyre. Oh, I forgot Joey McIntyre was Tawny's fitness trainer in that. Oh, shit. Oh, Weird Al Yankovic was a guest star. I'm going to have to go back and watch The Real Hot Wives. The Hot Wives of Orlando. Ben, you have to, I know you want to block Bear Chase, but you got to block Polly Pocket if you haven't already. Yes, Vancouver Housewives was 2012. It ran for 2 seasons. I think you can find it on YouTube. Yes, I'm surprised. Well, I don't think Ariana would. I don't know if she'd want to do something like that right now. More stuff with reality TV other than like hosting, but it would be cute to see Katie, Dana, Ariana, like that little like friend group and women out in the world living their best life post breakup, post divorce. You know, like kind of a Sex in the City, Single in the City of LA type show. In your 30s, almost 40. I'd watch the shit out of that. Okay, unblock Busy. We'll unblock Busy and block Polly Pocket Danny Bucco. I say don't block Beer Cheese. Block Danny. Ben has entered the chat. Yes, Orlando's fake. It's a parody. It's a spoof of The Real Housewives, and it's so freaking funny. I don't know when Stassi's new show is coming out. I haven't even watched the Vanderpump Villa. Yes, I did recently hit 43,000 subs. All right, you're going to have to block Danny, Polly Pocket, from the Valley. Yes. There's over 20, Wanda says, international versions of The Real Housewives. Did they show the Australian version in the US? I don't think so. I would have watched it. But maybe I missed it. I would watch Australian anything. I watched Australian Big Brother. I feel like I should have a longer list, but I've watched other Australian things. I just can't remember. Did I watch? I didn't watch Australian Survivor. I was going to because Sandra was on it. Queen Stays Queen. Didn't I watch something else? I mean, I've watched Australian shows, things with Australian or New Zealand actors. Apologies, not to get them confused. I know 2 different places. I just love all things Australia. Yes, 43K. Thank you guys so much. I have a goal of hitting 50 this year. We still have quite a few months left, and we still have a Big Brother season coming up. And I always get a jump in subscribers around Big Brother season. But we'll see. Who knows? You never know. That's the fun and unfun thing about YouTube. You don't know how people will find you, what'll hit, what won't. So the more, the merrier. But if we stay at 43, we got a good 43. 45K subs, and I'm blocking Jolene's ex-boyfriend. Oh, God. You know what's crazy? Like, none of my exes have social media. Like, I don't think anybody does. Not that I've looked, but I've looked. But no, I don't think they have social media. One of them, I don't care at all. I don't think anybody does. It's weird. Am I going to cover Love Island? I'm probably going to have to. Yes. Because we haven't even gotten a start date for Big Brother yet. And Powell, shout out to my friend Powell, he told me he heard Big Brother was starting in like August. We're having a late start. And I said, where did you see that? And he never sent me any receipts. So that is just a rumor. Oh, The Secret Lives of... There's so many things. I got to watch that too. You guys are so sweet. Let's help Joleen get to 50K by summer. That would be amazing. I never thought I'd get 40,000 subscribers. So 50 will be like, what? And if I ever am lucky enough to get to 100 where I get that plaque. But you know what? By the time I would actually reach that, they'll probably get rid of the plaque. They probably will. Thanks, Pamela. Did they announce that and I missed it, Stephanie? I'm so... Oh my gosh, like Buffy said, I'm so mentally challenged. I'm editing right now a Buffy the Vampire Slayer video that I did years ago, like in 2021, I think. But I did it for a stand-up comedy show that I was a part of, but it was a Buffy the Vampire Slayer themed comedy show, and we all covered a season of Buffy, every comedian involved. And it was in Atlanta, but a lot of us came via Zoom because it was still during the Pannekuchen, the Covert 19. And I didn't ever do anything with that video. And my niece and nephew were here for Chel's graduation, and they were watching it. And I was like, don't watch this. But they watched it on my computer because it's on my desktop. And because I thought, well, maybe I'll edit it down the road. And I just never did to put it up on YouTube. And they were laughing. And I thought, okay, maybe. I mean, some of the jokes were not appropriate for them, but they didn't laugh at those ones, thankfully. But I thought, okay. So I've been editing, moral of the story, I've been editing a video about season 1, like a funny video. Like it's 10 reasons, but really it's 9 because I wasn't counting or paying attention. Why Buffy the season 1 doesn't suck and why you should watch it. So now I'm kind of adding some clips and stuff and freshening it up. But it's me in a pandemic wig wearing my Sunnydale High School sweatshirt talking about my favorite television show of all time. So if you guys like that, maybe I'll do more of that because it's really fun. Ben says, if Joleen does not hit 200 likes, I'll be forced to block Steven for a second. Ugh, not Steven. Don't do it. Okay, so it was announced. I should be doing a video. Thank you, Stephanie. July 10th. July 10th. Okay, so after the 4th, which I like when we get before the 4th, but July 10th. Okay, but I'm going to have a busy summer. I was kind of hoping they were starting later because I have my niece and nephew this summer for 2 months. I'm going to be full-time auntie for 2 months. And with then the 7-year-old will be turning 8. The 10-year-old will be turning 11. You know, I don't know how you moms do it. You're amazing. Because I have my fur babies, but I can, and even then I struggle sometimes to get shit done. But the moms that, you know, with like human kids, oh my gosh. So covering Big Brother while being full-time auntie, we'll see. I'm so behind. Tubina broke up? When? Oh my gosh. I am just in a Karen Reed K-hole. What? What? Tubina broke up? And Big Brother is premiering July 10th? Where have I been? Casey says, Buffy's my favorite show of all time too. Please let me know. I'm going to have to edit this video to take out the Valley part because people who watch us on the replay are going to be like, did Joleen really do a 3-hour recap of the Valley? Which, yeah, I would do that. Disneyland, every summer we go to Disneyland. Normally I only have my niece and nephew for a month, but this year I said, can I have them for 2 months? Because 2025 sucks and it'll make it better. And my brother and sister-in-law were like, hell yeah. And I was like, yeah. Oh, no. I missed their little breakup. Anna says, I wonder if we'll see the demise of Tubina's relationship on The Amazing Race. BB version, maybe. And it's like, they didn't even make it to their year anniversary of dating. Can I tell you? I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. I don't think that Tucker, I don't think he was ready. He strikes me as that type of guy that's not going to settle down, even though he's in his 30s. Oh, Rubina's did say where she's over it? Well, I mean, you know, you can watch it on TV, but date it? Date the Tucker? No, I don't think so. First time I watched and I saw Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the background, I was like, we see each other. Yes, we see each other. We see each other. Isn't Tucker almost 40? Probably. But in LA, that's like, you know, for men, that's 12. For women, that's dead. You're dead. Oh, Tucker thought there was hope. If Rubina dumped him, that's amazing. No offense to Tucker, but that's amazing. Oh, not the new VPR. Oh, what? Oh my God. Yeah, not boyfriend material. I forgot what Tucker's impression is now. Like, yeah. I just remember doing a lot of this. I have to, once I'm out of it, Care Bear. Hey, you guys, it was kind of like this sort of thing, I think. Isn't he a Boston guy too? Yeah, he was a Boston guy. Maybe he knows Karen Reed. I don't know. Right, she's the queen if she dumped his ass. Because everyone, I think people were expecting it would be like Tucker, you know. So if she was like, oh no, this is not for me. Yes. Zack from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Oh, he's such a dick. So the car, he's got to be like the Boston guy. The Tucker's like, I don't know, is this Rubina? Is this, I love her? You know, I don't know. I've got to get his energy. He's kind of like cracked out a little bit. Yeah. Thank you, Dana Marie. We got 200 likes. Ben, get to blocking. If we hit 300 likes, he's going to block Zack from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. What did he say? Oh, yeah. He was like, I don't. Oh, that's a good one, Rebecca. He said something like, I don't give a shit about. Oh, what did he say? I got to pull up that clip now. You guys are making me think of that. And I'm like, what the fuck? When I'm out of BB, I'm out of BB. Okay. Let me try to find that clip. Oh, this isn't it, but.
You better not.
You better not. Oh, Tucker. Oh, yes. Here it is, you guys. Oh, my gosh. This seems like a million years ago.
As if it came down to mano with me and him, I would whoop his ass and get him out of here. I am not the least bit intimidated by that dude. He came into the bathroom when I was shitting one time.
Because if it came down to mano a mano with that dude, I would whoop his ass. I am not the least bit intimidated by that guy. One time I was shitting next to him, and I didn't give a fuck. I'll kick his ass. Yes, now I remember. I had to dig deep on that one. I forgot about Tucker. Oh, the summer Michael trips are going to be good. I went to Michael's a few times over the last month, and I got some vouchers, which I love that. I am not the least bit intimidated by that guy. Okay, if it comes down to mano a mano, I'll kill that guy. Oh, I do miss a little Tucker on Big Brother. That was good. Ben says Joleen dug deeper than Jax did in his own pants. Right? I had to look into Big Brother.
Big Brother.
Now I'm like getting excited for Big Brother. Oh, they need to do an All-Stars with like fucking Bowie Jane, Tucker. Oh, yes. The Bowie Jane cringe. Oh, I miss it.
Jag, how did your game change for, I'm going to say the better, when you joined the Mafia with Matt and I?
Jag, how did your game change for, I'm going to say the better, when you joined the Mafia with Matt and I?
Oh. It's inappropriate.
Oh my gosh. And Miss Felicia. Oh my God. If we got Felicia back.
Fucking Bowie J. Fucking Bowie J. No. Fucking Bowie J. Fucking Bowie J. No. Fucking Bowie J. Where's the bye-bye bitches?
Today.
No. Turn our lights out.
Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Blueberries, strawberries, all of that shit.
Mr. B, can you help us please make a really good meal on Wednesday night at 11:06 when we want to start cooking? We need ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, lasagna noodles, double the grapes. I might make some macaroni and cheese, but we need cheese. A bag of shrimp, the avocado, the tomatoes, plenty of bacon, like 6 packs of bacon, kiwi, and the garlic powder. We out. We're going to be hungry. And starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're going to be throwing down in the kitchen. We just need the groceries here. Okay, thanks, smooches.
No. Fucking Bowie J. Fucking Bowie J. Fucking Bowie J.
Holler.
Where the hell are my panties?
No.
Work on that.
Hello.
Work on that.
We got shipwrecked. We need some help.
Today. They going to kill my ass. I'm getting ready to walk out on the stage and meet Julie live when she hand me my check. Fucking Bowie J. Fucking Bowie J. Fucking Bowie. I'm going to win. Fucking Bowie. Fucking Bowie. Hear me when I say it.
Turn our lights.
God, I miss Felicia. I need her on another reality show. Why hasn't anyone? Is she still under contract with Big Brother? Like, release her or use her again. Don't keep her, tied up as long as they kept Taylor Hale. Seriously. Why isn't Felicia on something else? We need her.
This is not good gameplay.
Sure ain't.
And Angela.
I am a mother to a fault.
I am a mother to a fault. Oh, God.
And I want to be sexed. No. So I'm telling you right now.
I hope Chuck is sexting Angela and giving her lots of margaritas.
Chuck, I miss you so bad. Thank you. Chuck, I miss you so bad.
If you buy her one more margarita, she will spread her legs. Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me two margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me three margaritas, I'ma put it in my face. Give me four margaritas, I'ma put it in my chest. Give me five margaritas,
Give me 5 margaritas. Wanda, this lovely producer behind me is Cordelia, named after Cordelia Chase from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the Angel series, aka Charisma Carpenter's character. And she is lovely and sassy and smart, just like Cordelia from Buffy. I hope we don't. I don't want to see the return of Janky. I miss Angela. I miss so many of them. I really do. You know who I don't miss? This guy.
You know how I got up last second? Rock, paper, scissors. I was willing to do that. Thank you.
One of the worst final 2 speeches ever in Big Brother history is that guy, Matt. Ugh. So, I want to do rock, paper, scissors. What? I still think that's a banger. I don't like Crazy Eyes, but I still think that's a banger. All right, you guys. I can't believe it's been almost 3 hours. You guys are amazing. My dogs are like, Mom, what the frick? Let's go. We got to go outside. You guys are wonderful, amazing. Pumpkin Spice Baby. Smash that like. I'll try to edit this video where I pull the actual Valley recap out for those who maybe don't want to watch for 3 hours, or maybe you do. Maybe you like the longer lives. Leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know everything you think about everything. All right, you guys. Don't forget to smash that like. Don't forget to comment. Like I said, follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer everywhere. From producer Cordelia, Teddy, Dave, Buffy, and Prince. Remember to enjoy yourself, you guys, because it's later than you think. Bye.